Wishing you all very, very happy morning. You all remember जब हम सब बच्चे थे, बच्चे means अभी भी सब kids there. I know they are all kids, all but बहुत छोटे means नन्हे मुन्ने राही थे हम. तब बहुत मस्ती करते थे, बहुत भागते थे यहाँ पे खेलते थे. मम्मी अपने पीछे भागती थी. She used to get tired running behind us. But we did not get tired at that time. You know why? Because that time we were very enthusiastic character. Cartoons, हमको cartoons देखना पसंद है, right? We see a lot of cartoons. Why you like cartoons? You have rarely seen the cartoon sitting lazily, ऐसे बैठा है. You will switch the channel. अगर घर में मम्मी डैडी कोई सीरियल देख रहे हैं और आपको कार्टून देखना है तो रिमोट आपके हाथ में रहेगा, उनके हाथ में नहीं रहेगा. और आप वो रिमोट खींचने की कोशिश करें तो you will immediately take a remote. Why you like cartoons characters? Anybody? Because those are also enthusiastic characters. You will rarely find any cartoon who is not enthusiastic, right? And we like enthusiastic character. When I said happy morning, I did not receive an enthusiastic response from all of you, right? Because मुझे दिख रहा है काफी लोगों को यहाँ पे पुश किया गया है, भेजा गया है कि जाके डॉक्टर मिलिंद दड़ा का सेशन सुनो. आप सोच रहे हैं ये डेंटिस्ट है क्या बताएगा ये, तो पता नहीं, हमको तो मेडिकल में जाना नहीं है, मेडिकल की क्या एडवाइस देगा. yesterday I met a parents. I told them, they were my patients. I told them, yaar, I have a session. I asked them, to which class your daughter is there? She said 9th class. Tell her to attend my session. She said she don't want to appear for NEET. I said it's not a counseling session. It's a different session altogether. So I know that many of you have been pushed here, made you to sit here, and I know many of you are in 10th standard, 12th standard, lot of serious face. घर में पूरा pressure चल रहा है, teachers pressures, parent pressures, and खुद का pressure. That pressure is, I see that there is a lot of seriousness. So because when I said happy morning, I didn't see that enthusiasm. I want to see an enthusiasm. So I'm going to say again, happy morning. नीचे जो parents बैठे हैं ना, they should feel यार क्या हो गया, इतना जोर से आवाज कहाँ से आया. So wishing you all happy morning. Happy morning. थोड़ा सा कम, थोड़ा और जोर. See, enthusiasm is a word came from word called enthos. Enthos means somebody who's been close to God. People who made big in their life. Beat it anybody, Ratan Tata to Ambani to Microsoft CEO Nadella to anybody who or Tendulkar or Dhoni or Akshay Kumar, they made their big in life because they had one important trait in all of them. They were enthusiastic character. You go to any party or कोई marriage में आप जाओ, आपको दिखेगा एक बंदा जिसके around lot of people will be surrounded by him, and you'll find if you go and see that person, you'll find he's an enthusiastic character. People who are enthusiastic, they become magnetic source. वो लोगों को अट्रैक्ट करते हैं. कुछ नहीं करना है. पीपल हु आर एंथुसियास्टिक, दे आर सक्सेसफुल इन देयर लाइफ. पैसा उनके पास आना ही है, सक्सेस उनको मिलना ही है. सो वन इंपॉर्टेंट ट्रेट वी शुड हैव विद इन अस इज कॉल्ड एंथुसियाज्म. सो आई वांट टू सी दैट एंथुसियाज्म विद इन ऑल ऑफ यू. सो आई एम गोइंग टू से अगेन हैप्पी मॉर्निंग. दिस टाइम थोड़ा बड़ा एंथुसियाज्म आई वांट टू सी. सो हैप्पी मॉर्निंग. हैप्पी मॉर्निंग. मिलिंद, पर ये हैप्पी मॉर्निंग क्या है? हमने गुड मॉर्निंग सुना है. See, when you go to somebody's marriage anniversary, we say happy marriage anniversary. You go to somebody's birthday party, we say happy birthday party. Why not for such a beautiful day, which we live every day, we should call it a happy day? Because when you say happy, it will come within you happiness. Good बोल रहे हैं, good morning बोल रहे हैं तो आप formality कर रहे हो. When you say happy, try saying happy within you. Happy सोचो, बोलो. It will come within happiness, right? अंदर से खुशी feel होगी. And also, first thing, you will feel yourself very happy. सामने वाला सोचेगा ये इतना खुश कैसे. लोगों को आजकल देखने की आदत ही नहीं किसी को खुश देखने की. लोगों को लगता है यार क्या हो गया इसको, हाउ कैन ही बी सो हैप्पी. सो लेट्स क्रिएट दैट अ कल्चर विद इन यू. एवरी टाइम व्हेन यू मीट एनीबॉडी और एवरीबॉडी फ्रॉम मॉर्निंग टू इवनिंग टू मदर टू फादर टू टीचर, योर वोकैबुलरी शुड बी हैप्पी मॉर्निंग, हैप्पी आफ्टरनून, हैप्पी इवनिंग. करेक्ट, राइट. एंड सेकंड एडवांटेज क्या है, जब हम हैप्पी बोलेंगे ना, वी आर यूजिंग अ मसल्स ऑफ फेशियल एक्सप्रेशंस. We have 28 muscles of facial expressions, which is going to create some kind of gymnastic activity muscles. अब मैं तो हो गया 45 का, थोड़ा सा wrinkles आने शुरू हो जाएंगे. उसके पहले मैं जितने बार हैप्पी बोलूंगा, हैप्पी मॉर्निंग बोलूंगा, हैप्पी आफ्टरनून बोलूंगा, उतना मेरे मसल्स काम करेंगे. थोड़े मसल्स टाइट होंगे तो थोड़ा स्मार्ट दिखूंगा ना, राइट. सो फॉर अस टू स्टे हैव दैट जिम्नास्टिक एक्टिविटी, the word should be always happy within you, because it will create a smile, it will create some kind of activity. So I am Dr. Milind Darda. Today I am here to have a session with all of you. I want to say thank you to all of you for being present today. So happy to see Sunday morning coming here and attending sessions. I know that next 2 hours is going to be too intense. I'm very sure that you will take at least one point from this session which will change your life. Okay, so here we go. Let me tell you my story. I studied from third standard. I stayed in a small village which is almost 60 kilometers from Pune. It's called Talegaon Damdare. I studied till third standard in that village. Then came to Pune with my father because my father started a medical shop in Pune. Till seventh standard, I was studying in a corporation school called Raja Dhanraj High School. Seventh, May, fortunately or luck, आप बोलो, we had one of the exam paper was drawing, and the drawing marks used to be included in the total marks. And by luck, मेरा drawing अच्छा हो गया. And we got good marks in drawing. There were 85 marks in drawings, and because of that, the collective marks were so good. मेरा rank गलती से first आ गया. And I was so happy because never seen that first rank. There is a big story. I don't want to get into that story about that, but I'm saying that कि by luck, chance. डैडी को फर्स्ट टाइम फील हो गया कि लड़के का फर्स्ट रैंक आ गया तो थोड़ा होशियार दिख रहा है. तो he shifted my school from that school to another school which is called Modern High School, which is you are here into the same school right now. Now Modern High School, they were division that time A, B, C, D, E. तभी क्या था? तभी के जमाने में A, B means scholar students, C, D, E means सबसे the student. So I was in that division called E division and tall था, so last bench. And being on the last bench that time, the E division last bench, you come across those students जिन्होंने सोचा ही नहीं पढ़ाई करना है लाइफ में. स्कूल में आना है, टाइम पास करना है, टीचर की चुगली निकालनी है और मस्ती करना है. So I became a part of that group. And 8th class, it reflected in my exams where I couldn't score more than 50% marks. 9th में समझ में आया कुछ तो गड़बड़ कर रहा है मिलिंद तो. So I started interacting with the first bench students. Though I was in last bench because tall height के कारण last bench ही बैठना पड़ा. I started interacting with the first benches जो थोड़े से smart थे, थोड़े से होशियार थे. They had that inclination to study more than somebody else, and I started exchanging notes, started talking to them. That helped me. And somewhere the thought 9th standard में thought आ गया मिलिंद, अगर तू अभी कुछ नहीं करेगा ना तो कुछ नहीं करेगा लाइफ में. And the thought came is that लाइफ में कुछ करना है. I want to become a bigger in life. कुछ बड़ा करना है. There was nobody in my family. My mother is a 10th pass, so she was not there कि यार ये पढ़ाई करना है वो करना है. My father was busy in his business, medical shop. तो फैमिली में ऐसे कुछ नहीं था बताने के लिए कि तुमको क्या करना है लाइफ में. But the thought came within me that कि मिलिंद लाइफ में कुछ तो करना है. And that thought made all the difference. Where I know that if I have to do anything big in my life, I have to study hard. Because there is nothing. There was no. I never played any sports. I never went on a stage. Never did any singing or nothing. कुछ था ही नहीं. कुछ features अलग थे ही नहीं. एक ही trait था कि कुछ करना है तो I have to study hard. ये thought somehow came in my mind, and that helped me to start studying very hard. Start interacting with my kids, which were front benches. Now, because I did not had any background to decide my dreams, but the thought came that I want to make big in my life. कुछ तो करना है life. I have a question to all of you that, what's your thoughts? What's your dreams? I wanted to give you 1 minute time to all of you. Just close your eyes. Because this is very important. We will just don't close eyes immediately. This is very important because I want you to all of you imagine your dream. What you want to become in future. Because once you start imagining the dreams, for you it will be easy to connect with me so that because I can expand your dreams. I will help you to think more bigger. So let's take next 1 minute 30 seconds. All of you, I felt that I want to make big in a life. I want you to all of you think तुमको क्या करना है, what you want to be. Just close your eyes. Cooperate me for next 30 seconds. All of you, I know somebody do not want to close eyes, but still they can dream with the open eyes. But I just want all of you to close your eyes. Just imagine what you want to be. Maybe somebody wants to be a doctor. Somebody wants to be an engineer. Somebody wants to be an architect. Somebody wants to be in creativity, designs. Somebody wants to be in a sports. Somebody wants to be in any kind of creative जहाँ पे architecture हो or maybe a construction में हो, maybe builder line में हो, anything. Something excites you. कुछ देखते चीजें उस चीज की excitement होती है. Or somebody does not unable to imagine what they want to be. Maybe I want to make a big in my life. Unable to imagine what exactly I want to do it. but I want to make begin in life. Just imagine, just close your eyes, just cooperate for next 30 seconds. Think what you want to be, because that will help us to expand, think more in a bigger way. Please open your eyes. Thank you so much for cooperating. Thank you so much. I know it's not easy. It's just first 30 seconds, first 3 minutes, 5 minutes of session, I'm telling you to close your eyes. I know. So anybody who wants to share that what they want to be? Anybody? Yes, Nisa? Yes? Just stand up. She's the first who raised your hand, so just please clap for her, everybody. I like that. Yes, Nisa? Business, woman and badminton. Fantastic, super. Anybody else? What's your name? Yes? Just stand up. Let everybody see your face, the handsome face. Entrepreneur and engineer. What about you? Yes? What's your name? Oh, wow. Clothing industry. Wow. Anybody else? Yes, yes. Beta, what's your name? Thank you. Huh? Anushri. Please clap for Anushri. Yes, Anushri. Yes. Wow. Fantastic. Fantastic, Anushri. Anybody else? Yes? I think, yes. What's your name? Anshul. Yes, Anshul. Oh, business tycoon. We have big people here right now. Anybody else? Anybody? What about you? You want to be? Fantastic. Don't hesitate to raise your hand. See, I'll tell you. This is the one big mistake that we feel that log kya sochenge, log kya bolenge, logon ka jaane do yaar. This is an important thing. We have to learn that whatever people say, it doesn't matter. I want to communicate. I made that mistake during my young child. मैं बहुत शर्माता था, मैं बहुत घबराता था मैं. I'll talk about that. Yes, you want to be a footballer. Yes. What's your name? Fantastic, super. Yes, I'm seeing that a lot of people are raising their hand. Yes. Footballer. Okay, cool. A lot of people. Yes. Fantastic. Psychologist. Yes. We have last 3-4 hands now. Yes. What's your name? Gargi. Okay. What you want to be? Ethical hacker. Wow, we have to be scared with you. Yes, yes. Yes, cool. Best? Wow, wow, I like it. Yes. Dancer and doctor. Fantastic. Cool. Very nice, sir. I'm so happy to see so many. Any last hand? Yes. What's your name? Medical officer. Fantastic. So please clap hands for all of them who actually share. It's fantastic. So I want to tell all of you that this is where I made a mistake in my earlier life. Being not a communicator, coming from a school which is Marathi medium school, so never got exposed to English medium language. I used to feel very shy about myself, very introvert. बात करने का एक ऐसा लगता है कि मैं कुछ बात करूंगा, किसी को जाके कुछ बोलूंगा, पता नहीं उनको पसंद आएगा नहीं पसंद आएगा. I used to like singing, but स्टेज पे जाने को डरता था कि मैं स्टेज पे जाऊंगा और मैं गाना गाऊंगा तो हंसेंगे तो. डांस तो आता नहीं था, पर लगता था कि यार लड़कियां डांस करें उनके साथ मैं भी जाके डांस करूं, बिकॉज आई विल बी रिकॉग्नाइज, लोग मुझे पहचानेंगे, रिस्पेक्ट करेंगे. बट मालूम था कि यार मेरा डांस सनी देओल जैसा ही डांस कर पाऊंगा मैं, तो वो आई ट्राइड 1 or 2 times, बट पीपल लाफ्ड ऑन मी, फिर मैं कभी स्टेज पे गया ही नहीं मैं. सो आई वाज दैट काइंड ऑफ पर्सन वेयर देयर वाज लॉट ऑफ इनहिबिशंस, लॉट ऑफ स्टेज फियर, even after becoming doctor and teacher in the college, because early in the life, early in the adolescent line, I never raised my hand, I never went forward, I never communicated. It took me almost 15 years, means till 38, 39, means almost I lost important time of my life, where that adolescent fear, the growing age fear of people will make fun out of me, created fear within me, which I took a lot of time. बहुत efforts लिए मैंने, उसके बाद जाके I could able to correct right now. I'm still an improvement stage. I'm not a better person, but it took a lot of time and I missed important age of my life. जहाँ पे even after having so much knowledge, I couldn't go on stage. Stage पे जाता मेरे पैर ऐसे थर थर कांपते थे because during adolescent I used to be feel very shy about myself. एक अंदर से खुद के बारे में कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं था, एक फीलिंग बिकॉज बचपन से कभी किसी ने रिकॉग्नाइज नहीं किया था, कभी किसी ने बताया नहीं था. नाउ व्हाट हैपेंड, बिकॉज आई डिसाइडेड आई वांट टू मेक बिग इन माय लाइफ, आई स्टार्टेड स्टडीइंग हार्ड बिकॉज आई नो दैट्स द ओनली थिंग आई इट कैन बी मेक मी, जिससे मेरी कुछ पहचान होगी. एंड इट हेल्प मी. व्हाट हेल्प मी इज दैट it helped me in the sense that I got a fantastic marks in my 10th exams. And that time 90% marks is a big thing because boards में list लगते थे, paper में नाम आता था, बहुत सारी चीजें होती थी. People used to feel wow, and I didn't get 90%, I was 89 some percentage were there, but then immediately everybody started looking me in different way. मुझे अभी भी याद है, दो पेड़े बनाए थे मैंने, पैकेट कर रहा था, घर घर में जाके नॉक कर रहा था कि मैं पास हो गया, मुझे 89% मार्क्स मिला. सब लोग रिस्पेक्ट, तो मैंने कम से कम 2-3 किलो पेड़े लाए थे, उसमें से आधो किलो मैंने खा लिए थे. बट आई यूज्ड टू गो, मैं हर घर जाके बोलता था बिकॉज मुझे अच्छा लग रहा था लोगों से बताना कि मैं पेड़ा देके आई गॉट सो मेनी मार्क्स एंड पेड़ा देना, एंड दे विल से वाओ वेरी कांग्रेट. फर्स्ट टाइम सुना मैंने, फर्स्ट टाइम रिकॉग्नाइज किया लोगों ने, फर्स्ट टाइम लोगों ने मुझे खुद के बारे में महसूस किया कि मिलिंद तो कुछ कर सकता है, यू कैन डू समथिंग इन योर लाइफ. So when you all said that somebody said I want to become psychologist, somebody said I want to become footballer, somebody said I want to become ethical hacker, somebody said I want to become business tycoon, and that's just a basic dream. I want to say that you already shared right now. Dream is something which should not able to sleep you. Dreams are things that do not allow you to sleep. Dream are something which should not allow you to sleep. उसको देख के तुमको, अगर तुमने तुम्हारे ड्रीम के बारे में सोचा ना, you should feel very excited. Wow, this is what I want to be. You should aim for more. Even if you miss it, at least you will become a star. So what I mean to say कि ड्रीम इतना बड़ा रखो, इतना बड़ा रखो, हर्ज नहीं ना, ड्रीम कुछ भी कर सकते हैं. किसने रोका है ड्रीम करने के लिए? ड्रीम इतना बड़ा रखो कि एटलीस्ट हम वहां तक नहीं पहुंचे, उसके थोड़े नजदीक आ जाए. पर शुरुआत में हमने ड्रीम छोटा रखा कि आई वांट टू बिकम I want to become footballer, or maybe I want to become a psychiatric, or maybe I want to become an ethical hacker. Can we expand that dream and say that I want to become best ethical hacker in the world, or maybe in the country? Can you do that? Can we? Or I want to become best footballer, where Messi should say that I am getting now inspired with him. Can we? See, there is no harm. There is no harm in keeping a bigger dream. The beauty of science or nature is that whatever you desire deep in a bigger way, there are chances that it can happen in this birth itself. So let's try to expand that dream. If you ask me, Dr. Milind Darda, what's your dream? तो हम तो बता रहे हो. For me, being a dentist, from a day I became a dentist. First day I said that I want to become a best. तब था I want to become best doctor in city. Now I have dreamed that I want to become best doctor in India, in the country. How it gets possible? How do you can recognize best doctor in country? Where a president of India, a secretary should call me and tell me that Dr. Milind Darda, can you be a dentist to our president? That's only a measurable I can do that. See, best बताना नहीं क्या उसको measurable चाहिए. It has to have some measure. What is my other that? I want to create a big multi-specialty hospital where at least I should have right now in 2023, I should have at least 50 people should work me. Last time when I took a dare to dream, I said that I want to have at least 40 people should work me. And now we already have 40 people working with me. As a dentist, 40 people working with me is a big thing. But that's not enough. Can I by 2023, I should have more than 50 people should work with me. That's a dream I have. I want to spread smile and happiness to more than 20 lakh people in 2023. Can I keep that? So dream should have some stretching, but it should be realistic. ऐसा नहीं कि सिर्फ कुछ भी goal डाल दो और realistic नहीं हो. If I'm talking about 2023-24, I can't say 2020. You can't say 2023. I want to be best psychiatric. नहीं, possible नहीं है, because you have some sub skill. So I want to say the first thing is that stretch your dream. Stretch it. Take a few seconds, write down, just revise your dream, and just write down how do you want to stretch your dream. Just take a few seconds if you can write it down. उसको थोड़ा बड़ा बनाओ. Let's make that dream as a more bigger, stronger dream. And then I'll help you how to achieve it. That's my job today. Okay, let's move forward. Milind, but why do I need a dream? I'm not saying that you need a bigger dream, because that bigger dream will help you to excite you to think more bigger. I want you to, all of you, to सब टाइप दोज ड्रीम्स. बड़े ड्रीम्स को हमको छोटे ड्रीम्स में डिवाइड करना है. ऐसे नहीं कि वो, फॉर एग्जांपल यू वांट टू से दैट आई वांट टू बिकम बेस्ट साइकेट्रिक इन द कंट्री और वर्ल्ड. फॉर दैट व्हाट इज अ प्रेजेंट थिंग आई वांट टू डू इट? Maybe if I'm in 8th class, excuse me, maybe if I'm in 8th class or 9th class or 10th class, to become a best psychiatric or to become a best doctor or to become a best footballer or to become best business tycoon, in this class, the first step is that I should be a performer. That performer means in my class, I should be a most topper one. पर डॉक्टर मिलिंद क्या फर्क पड़ेगा? आजकल सबको 80-90% मार्क्स वैसे मिल जाते, बट इन दैट यू शुड बी द मोस्ट टॉपर. Because why I'm saying that, why I'm putting this seed in your mind is that for me, when I got best marks in my 10th exam, my father was running a medical छोटा मेडिकल शॉप चला रहे थे वो. उनके दिमाग में था लड़का बड़ा है, इसको मारवाड़ी फैमिली से है, इसको शॉप पे बिठाने का है, थोड़ा समझदार भी लग रहा है, शॉप अच्छा चलाएगा. क्लियर थॉट था उनके दिमाग में. मोमेंट ही सॉ दैट ही फर्स्ट टाइम हमारे फैमिली में किसी 90% मार्क्स मिला है, तो एवरीबडी वेर सरप्राइज्ड. सो ही फर्स्ट टाइम कॉल्ड मी एंड आस्क्ड मिलिंद, डू यू वांट टू, बिकॉज तभी क्या था, 10th के बाद डी फार्मेसी 2 साल का कोर्स था. 12th के बाद नहीं था, 10th के बाद था. मींस बाय द एज ऑफ 18 यू विल बिकम अ फार्मासिस्ट एंड यू विल बी ऑन देयर, यू विल सिटिंग ऑन शॉप. So he asked me, do you want to study 11th, 12th or do you want to go into pharmacy? Now first time he asked me, because I was a performer, otherwise if I would have 70-80% marks, directly pharmacy का admission fixed था. अभी भी medical shop में बैठता था, दवाई बेचता था, मैं आपके सामने में खड़ा नहीं रहता था. That small shift which has happened within me, where I could able to score more marks, I became performer. Because I became performer, my suggestions there were valued. They asked me, what you want to be? क्या करना है तुमको? I said I want to do an 11th and 12th. And उसके बाद फिर मैंने पीछे मुड़ के देखा ही नहीं मैंने. I got an opportunity and used that opportunity. So because if you are a performer, I will be accepted, admired and respected. My suggestions will be valued. मैं कुछ बोलूंगा तो लोग उसको समझेंगे, उसको वैल्यू करेंगे. I can inspire people by work, because if I get a best marks, उसकी मम्मी बोलेगी यार उसको जाके मिल, उसके नोट्स देख, वो क्या पढ़ रहा है, उसको पूछ, ask him questions. He's gone to this field, he's gone to that field. People will come to you and will ask you your suggestions, because you will become an inspirational role model for many people. And you know, when people come and ask you for suggestion, you really feel अंदर से, see this subconscious change happening. बाहर से नहीं समझ में आएगा तुमको. Subconscious, something within you will change slowly. So that's very important. Success add great self-belief and confidence. Have a freedom to choose career and marriage. Very important. Sportsman, fallback option. Now somebody wants to become a sportsman. बोले मुझे sports में interest है यार, मुझे पढ़ाई करके क्या करूँ? But I want to tell all of you that who wants to be in sports, education acts as a fallback option. That's the reason Sachin Tendulkar, even he was best in his career, he made sure that his son studies in the best of the school in India and abroad. He did not say क्या फर्क पड़ता है, देखो भी sportsman ही बनाना है. Sunil Gavaskar also, even his son was playing in the best of the academy, and he wants his son to be a best batsman, but still he made sure that his son also get educated in the best of institutes. So even tomorrow, we never know future what happens. Future कोई injury हो जाती, back injury आती, sports के कारण legs injury आती, and tomorrow something about your sports stops. A higher good education and good society will act as a fallback option, so that you can also get an admission in something else. You can get some good jobs, or you can start your new business because you are studied higher. So don't think that because my career I want to do in sports, I will not focus on education. There is no option for education. I want to say all of you, the best of the education along with the best. You have to multitasker. There is no option. आपको पढ़ाई भी करना है, sports भी खेलना है. You can't say that कि नहीं मैं इसमें focus करूंगा on this. You have to work extra. There is no option. Especially a country like India where sports is not strongly recognized. You have a lot of struggle in the sports. Definitely there is a recognition coming nowadays, but along with that you can't sacrifice your education. That's very important. Star attracts star. This is the age where you get infatuated. This is the age where we get attracted to the opposite sex. And यहाँ पे हम we get diverted from your study and focus towards that goal of having that person in my life. And this is the age where we miss the important time, which is your 8th standard, 9th standard, 12th standard, 11th standard, जहाँ पे पढ़ाई के लिए focus करना चाहिए, energy जानी चाहिए, time जाना चाहिए, और time, energy going into the attracting that opposite person, which you like it. That's normal. That's completely obvious. That's normal. But I want to say that star attracts star. Right now, that should not be your focus. Right now, your focus to become a star. Right now, your focus should be focusing on your studies, because once you become a star, no, आप किसी को भी पटा सकते हो. It's just a matter. But that your focus should be all about becoming a star, becoming recognized, becoming performer, and then see how the world happens. I still remember during my young age there was an ad, energy drink ad. Energy drink ad क्या था वो कि वो एक single energy, that ad is no more right now, but single energy drink वो पीता था वो, तो एक energy drink जैसे पीता था एक लड़की उसके पास भाग के आती थी. वो खुश हो गया वो देख के, तो उसने लगा कि 4 पी लेता हूँ मैं. So he drank 4 energy drinks. So he saw 4 girls are running behind him. So he ran away. That was the ad. So I'm saying that if moment you become a star, you will attract star. If you divert your focus during important age of your life and focus on something which is not important this time, you lose that age, you lose that time. And पता चला वो तो ऊपर चली गई, आगे अलग पोस्ट पे चली गई. She became a star and I just left like a small stone. Don't miss on that time. Don't miss on that energy. You get admission to best of the institute like COP. You get an admission to the best of the institute. You get an admission to anywhere in the world if you are a performer and you get a best of the package, which sets your life. It sets your life. I am a doctor now and my life is set. I don't do, but right now, initial year, I did not squander in my life. That's very important. But Milind, dreams तो सब लोग करते हैं. Everybody dreams. Why only 20% achieve their dreams? Why 80% fails in their dreams? Right? ये क्वेश्चन तो होता है. सब लोग ड्रीम करना आसान है. Everybody dreams. And there is no harm in dreaming. रात में नींद में ड्रीम्स करते हैं, दिन में ड्रीम्स करते हैं हम. But why it happens that only 20% achieve their dreams and 80% fail miserably in achieving their dreams? I want to answer that question right now to all of you. First thing happens that when you dream, we do not substep dreams. हम ड्रीम्स को वहीं पे रखते हैं, हम उसके बारे में सोचते हैं, पर उसको अचीव करने के लिए what are the steps, what are the short goal, what is weekly goal, what is monthly goal, what is yearly goal, मेरा क्या है? For you right now, I'll say that your yearly goal should be set, that in my class I should be top. There is nothing behind the top. Let's focus for that top field. May not become a top, maybe become second, third, but because you're focused for the top, your whole energy, your time goes in focusing. So keep your goal which is measurable, realistic, time bound, so that it helps you to achieve your goal. Keep all your monthly goals measurable. I want to focus on this subject which is my difficult subject, like a math subject where I want to focus completely, and this exam in a maths I will score the best marks. Let's keep that as a small goal, realistic goal, achievable goal, and focus toward goal. Just dreaming is not going to be enough. You have to subtype those dreams. You have to substage those dreams so that you are able to achieve those dreams. Very important thing for people who are 20% people who achieve their dreams and they make big in their life. One important trait they have within them. I said about enthusiasm. Second trait they have is faith. You have to create a faith within you. For example, he says that I want to be a footballer, and also what? What was your dream? Footballer. He should have 100% faith in your dreams. What is faith? Faith is something beyond trust. Trust आज है, कल नहीं होगा. Trust is something which can be. आज मेरे कुछ दोस्त, मुझे नए दोस्त मिल गए हैं, मेरे friends बन गए हैं. Tomorrow something wrong happens in your communication with them, you lose the trust with them. Trust is replaceable. Faith is something which is not replaceable. What example faith? Faith is on religion. हम जिसको हम, for example, you may be pursuing Buddhism, Jainism, Sikhism or Hinduism. That is a faith. उसमें कोई changes नहीं हो सकते. We cannot change that. The faith what we have in our parents. जो हमारे लिए सोच रहे हैं वो सही सोच रहे हैं, right सोच रहे हैं. That kind of faith you have. That's called a faith, which is irreplaceable. Similarly, you should have faith on your dreams. जो सोचा है उसको डीपली अंदर लेके जाना है, उसको उसका रस पीना है उसका. और यू हैव टू क्रिएट अ पोस्टर अबाउट दैट, अबाउट योर ड्रीम्स. मे बी आई एम नॉट सेइंग इट विल हैपन ऑफ फेथ इमीडिएटली. शुरुआत में ट्रस्ट रहेगा, धीरे धीरे बिल्ड होके फेथ बन जाएगा वो. बट यू हैव टू क्रिएट अ पोस्टर अबाउट दैट, कीप इन योर डेस्कटॉप इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू. Maybe you say that I want to become best footballer, maybe a footballer, best footballer in the world. उसके पोस्टर सामने लगा है. When you say that I want to become best, I want to become psychiatric, best psychiatric. Who is a famous psychiatric in India? Read about that, study about that, see what was their journey. Keep their journey or keep their lives, keep their photograph in front of you in your desktop and keep watching that, keep feeling about that. For trust will become faith, and when you have faith about your dreams, everything in the nature change, work for you to achieve their dreams. So first thing is the faith. You should have faith in your dreams. That मैंने बोला faith था कि कुछ तो करना है. I was not sure about it, but I had a faith in that Milind, life में साला कुछ तो करना है. And when I became a doctor, I further developed my dream that I want to become best of the doctor in the city or the country. And moment things start changing about me, my lifestyle, my work, my experience, everything work on that. Because faith gives the confidence. Today a patient comes to my clinic. He doesn't start treatment in my clinic because the reception is looking very good. यार reception is अच्छी दिख रही है, treatment यहाँ पे चालू करते हैं. They do not start treatment because doctor is wearing a nice tie, he is looking very handsome. अच्छा डॉक्टर दिख रहा है. There's no hurry नहीं treatment चालू करने. They see a confidence which is there on the face of the doctor. And that confidence will happen only when I have a faith in my profession. Just because doctor बन गया है, वो चेयर में बैठना है, पेशेंट करना है, पेशेंट आएगा और देखेंगे साइड में मैं शेयर मार्केट देख रहा हूँ, इन्फोसिस कितना बढ़ गया, और फिर देन आई एम टॉकिंग टू द पेशेंट, इट विल नॉट वर्क. It will not work. I want to give an example of one of my brother. Sorry, the image is not very clear. बहुत मैंने bright कर दिया था उसको. I'm sorry about this. But he had his clinic. Small. He started his clinic in It's in year 2000, and his name is Dr. Milind Darda. And the clinic was small, 150 square foot clinic, homeopathic, exclusive homeopathic doctor. And initially, his all relatives used to come and tell him, "यार, कितना वेट करेगा पेशेंट्स के लिए?" He said that I am going to do exclusive homeopathic practice. I am not going to do general practice. So लोग आके उसको सुझाव देते, start giving injections, start giving medicines to the patient, because then the patient flow will increase. He said that I have a complete faith in my homeopathic practice, and I am sure that one day I'll make big in my practice. So first 2 years there were hardly patients in his clinic. He used to sit in the clinic, he used to read the books about homeopathy, and he used to believe that one fine day I will have a good number of patients. I don't want to divert myself. That kind of focus, that kind of energy, that kind of patience you are kept in Pathy. And now we know that he's one of the best practitioners in Pune. He's got his consulting fees which is not less than 3,000 rupees when he sees the patients. And he's doing fantastic. Because that time, that year, when people came and told that, छोड़ दे ये कर ले, he said that I have a complete faith in my pathy and I am sure that he's going to make it. He writes behind him, homeopathy never fails. That's a faith. It's not easy for a doctor to write that when a patient is coming to your clinic and he's seeing that homeopathy never fails, and patient says that, "Doctor, I got this illness, that illness." He just had to show the finger upstairs that homeopathy never fails. That's a faith. That's an example of same thing. We should have faith, in the dreams what we are in. जो भी करूँगा, कमाल का करूँगा, धमाल का करूँगा. Whatever I'll do in my life, I'll do the best. And imagine that, keep the role model in front of you and start looking towards that in a longer run. Faith is something, it's called self-belief. Example, faith को अगर simplify करना है, it's called self-belief. How to develop that faith? It's not easy. It's not easy. It took also time for me because I never had a self-confidence about myself. Because कभी 10th standard तक कभी सोचा ही नहीं था, एक simple life में बदलाव आ गया, 10th में अच्छे marks मिले, performer बन गया. Self-belief is like a bank account, deposit it in a right thought, right feeling, right deeds, withdrawal of wrong thoughts, wrong feeling, wrong deeds. Faith is some, self-belief doesn't happen in a day. मैंने आज बोल दिया आपको, you should have self-belief. You should have confidence within you. आपको फेथ चाहिए, मैंने आज बोल दिया और इमीडिएटली आप में नहीं होगा उसके लिए स्लोली स्लोली यू हैव टू स्टार्ट एडिंग पॉजिटिव थॉट्स, पॉजिटिव स्ट्रोक्स इन योर लाइफ. सिंपल. व्हाट एग्जैक्टली आई वांट टू से दैट कि बचपन से आज तक पेरेंट्स ने और टीचर ने आपको बताया गया है कि आप ये कर नहीं सकते, ये आपसे हो नहीं सकता, यू आर नॉट अप टू द मार्क. ये थॉट्स कहीं ना कहीं बताया जाता है, कहीं ना कहीं हमारा सबकॉन्शियस माइंड थोड़ा सा छोटा श्रिंक हुआ होता है. इट्स गॉट श्रिंकन बिकॉज somebody told you that you are not up to the mark. तू ये नहीं कर सकता है, तू वो नहीं कर सकता है, तू यही मत कर, तू वो मत कर. इसलिए अगर सबकॉन्शियस समवेयर आउटसाइड से हम बहुत प्यारे लग रहे हैं, बहुत कॉन्फिडेंट लग रहे हैं, पर अंदर से कभी कभी हम थोड़े वीक हुए होते. टू चेंज दैट, व्हाट हैज हैपेंड, you should add 10 positive stroke in a mind because 10 positive stroke is equal to 1 negative stroke. Negative is very deeper than the positive. आपको अगर सेल्फ बिलीफ बनाना है तो सिंपल सिंपल, बिकॉज बचपन से क्या गया है, तू कर नहीं सकता है. सबकॉन्शियस माइंड को लगता है बिकॉज यू वांट टू टेक एनी डिसीजंस, यू फील यार पता नहीं होगा ही नहीं होगा, यू ट्राई टू गो बैक. कुछ चीजें सोचते हैं और वापस पीछे जाते हैं बिकॉज सबकॉन्शियस माइंड ने बचपन से बताया गया है कि तू कर नहीं सकता है. व्हाट, और तू जो सोचता है वो करता नहीं, तू जो सोचता है वो करता नहीं. ये थॉट गए. सुबह उठने के लिए सोचते हैं, 6 बजे का अलार्म लगाते एंड यू डोंट गेट अप. सबकॉन्शियस माइंड फीलिंग दैट ये जो सोचता है करता नहीं है. मम्मी मैं 6 बजे घर पे आऊंगा, तुम 7 बजे घर पे आते हो. तुम जो सोचते हो करते नहीं हो. यू हैव टू चेंज दैट. यू हैव टू ऐड स्मॉल स्मॉल स्ट्रोक पॉजिटिव बिकॉज सबकॉन्शियस माइंड डजंट रियलाइज कि ये बड़ा चीज कर रहा है, छोटा चीज कर रहा है. इट जस्ट रिक्वायर्ड ये जो बोलता है वो करता है क्या. So you have to say that today morning I will brush my teeth for 2 minutes. Say and do it. Today I will enjoy my bath for at least 15 minutes. Say and do it. Today I will put shoes less properly. Say and do it. Today I'll polish my shoes properly and then I'll go. Today I am looking very handsome. See in the mirror and talk about self. When you say and do it, when you say and do it, when you say and do it. Today I will make dinner for my mother, or today I will make tea, and जाके immediately बनाओ. When you do this, subconscious mind feels that ये जो बोल रहा है वो कर रहा है, ये जो बोल रहा है कर रहा है. Moment you start doing it, the subconscious mind start becoming more powerful because तुम जो बोल रहे हो, अभी तक क्या हो रहा था, तुम जो बोल रहे थे कर नहीं रहे थे, and then you start feeling guilty about it, and that guiltiness about not doing what you wanted to do is that making you feel less confident than what you are. It happened with me, it can also happen with you also. So I'm saying small stroke, small stroke, and start appreciating yourself. Start feeling good about yourself. Start feeling I am looking beautiful, I am looking handsome, I am tall, I am nice, I am good. Start. Every day I do this. Every day I stand in front of the mirror, I put on my tie and say that I am looking handsome, Milind. And I feel good about myself. We have to, because we have to talk good about ourselves. We wait for other to talk good about ourselves. सामने वाला मेरे बारे में क्या बोलेगा, वो appreciate करेगा नहीं करेगा. We wait for that. Don't have to wait for others. More and more you appreciate yourself, more and more your self-confidence, self-belief will increase, and you will find in a span of 3 to 6 months, there is something without you has been changed. You are looking more smarter. Your facial aura has been changed. Your personality has been changed. लोग बोलेंगे यार तुम्हें कुछ change दिख रहा है मुझे, कुछ अलग लग रही तू. And that's, you will smile within you, feel that यार I just made that small change within me where now what I say I just do it small. वो सोचने शाम में मैं चाय बनाऊंगी उतने तक जाना ही नहीं. 1 घंटे पहले मम्मी के लिए मैं चाय बनाऊंगी, आज मैं आधे घंटे के लिए पढ़ाई करूंगी, इतना ही इनफ है. 2 घंटे की बात करने की जरूरत ही नहीं. I will, if you study for half an hour, but if you study for 1 more, that's good. But आधा घंटे का टाइम बोलो. Don't say I will study for 6 hours and then you study for 3 hours or 2 hours. Subconscious mind says that what he says he's not doing it. So give small goals to subconscious mind. Tomorrow I'll get up at 8 o'clock. It's okay. Don't have to put 6 o'clock alarm and get up at 7 o'clock every day. Feel guilt about that. Moment you start getting up at 8 o'clock, no, and mind feel that he's doing what he's saying, that automatically next time they will help you to get up at 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Right now we're keeping very stretch goal to subconscious mind. और इतने साल से क्या subconscious mind को stretch goal की आदत नहीं है, वो तुमको गिराएगा. It will fail you. So keep a small goal and you'll find there's loads of difference in your whole belief. And I'll share a story of self-belief of Wilma Rudolph. 1960s की बात है. She was the 22nd child of a mother who has produced 24 child. 22 साल लड़की थी ये. When she born, she developed malaria and she developed polio because of she could not walk. And she was very fragile, very thin, could not walk. There were braces on her legs so that she could able to stand. But her mother was, even after having 22 child, her mother was paying all attention towards to her so that she used to help her to walk, help her to stand, and she should take her to grounds, a sports ground, and she should tell that one day, Bulma, I want you to run on this ground. And she should take her every time to the ground. And Bulma also feel that yes, one day I will wait. She was 7 and 8 that time. I will run. I will run on this ground. A girl with a polio, with the braces on her legs, could not walk, could not stand properly, started going to the grounds and started watching the games on the ground and started believing that one day I will run. One day I will run. One day I'll run. And then when she was in 6th standard, she took a part in her school sports because she started developing, improving her strength of the legs. Improving. In that sports, the coach told her not to participate because you'll fail. But she was not bothered about failure because she said, fail that even I'm running here, it's okay because I can run because this is what I'd imagine. And she participated in that game. First game, she came 10th, last. She was okay about that. Third, fourth game, she came 9th, then 6th, then 5th, then 4th, 3rd, and one school competition, she became first. And from there, she did not look back. She did not look back. And you know what happened? She created history. She able to participate in 1966 Olympic, where she got her first medal, international medal, which is a bronze medal. 1956. And again, she participated in second Olympic, where she created a world record. I just want to show her world record. She ran to 100 meter, she won a gold medal. She ran 200 meters, she won a gold medal. She ran relay, 400-meter relay, and she got a gold medal. She was the first woman in those 1960 Olympic where in athlete getting 3 medals. Now you have Michael Phelps like people or Jordan like people, they get the medals in all. But that time, first person in the Olympic to get a 3 consecutive medal in athlete. And there she made a world record. A girl who could not walk, had a brace on her legs, and only just she went on a stage in a ground and she felt that one day I want to run here. One day I want to walk here. One day I want to run here. And she participated in marathon. And this is what about self-belief. If you think I can do it, then you have to put all your energy, all your time, all your thought process in achieving your goal. And you know, miracles can happen in your life. Just know that miracles can happen in your life. Now people says that why should I be good? क्या फर्क पड़ता है? क्या फर्क पड़ेगा अगर मैं अच्छा रहूंगा तो? आजकल मैंने देखा है कि लोग जो बुरे लोग होते हैं, जो लोग एक दूसरे खींचते हैं, वो बड़े वो काफी रिकॉग्नाइज होते हैं, काफी रिस्पेक्टेड होते हैं. I want to say a story of a young sculptor. A young sculptor wanted to create a statue of the king. He went on intense search to find a model for it. After intense search, he found a young, majestic, adorable man. By posing that model for a statue, he went on creating a miraculous statue of a king. The statue was such a beautiful masterpiece. A lot of people all across the world came to see that statue. The statue went on recognition, a big recognition. A lot of people told sculptor that, can you create many more such statue? But he said that masterpiece does not happen again. And he did not create any more statue. After 30 years, he felt that he should create a statue of a beggar. When he felt that he wanted to create a statue of the beggar, a lot of people posed again him for the model because वाला अपना model बन जाएगा तो अपना life बन जाएगा. But he was looking for a face which is already given up in the life. A face which already have a wrinkle on the face. A face which is looking very tired, a poor face. After again intense search, he found one old man who had all the characteristics. By posing that old man for a statue, the sculptor went on creating a statue. After some time, he found that there were tears in the eyes of that old man. The sculptor went to that old man and just kept a hand on his shoulder and asked him, does by posing you for a statue of the beggar, are you feeling weird? Are you feeling very upset? A old man just looked at the sculpture and told him that you didn't recognize me. 30 years back, I was same person as a model for the king. In last 30 years, I squandered my life. In last 30 years, I did not live to the expectation what life was expecting from me. I just missed out of a life. When the old man told like this, there were tears also in the eyes of the sculptor. This is not a story of that old man, but this is a story of almost 90% people who initially think very big in their life, but missed important age of their life, which is adolescent age. Only 10% people who make big in the life, 90% fails in life because they feel that it is okay to go in a wrong direction. It's okay to, because something right will happen in going in a wrong direction. It's okay to live a wrong life. That time they are not bothering about कि हो जाएगा यार, right हो जाएगा, सब कुछ ठीक हो जाएगा, अभी तो क्या फर्क पड़ता है, अभी चलता है. They have that चलता attitude in their adolescent age, during a growing age. They feel that कि यार अभी देख लेंगे आगे क्या होता है, अभी तो मजे करते हैं, अभी तो time spend करते हैं, अभी तो enjoy करते हैं. And many people, almost 90% people who missed on this important age of life, which is adolescent age. This is the age. And because they missed on life, they doesn't become a perform in the life. You can't go in a wrong direction and expect to right thing to happen. You cannot live a wrong life and expect that life will take care of me and in future everything will happen right in my life. This is the age where you have to understand what is right and wrong. See, 0 to 6 is the age where it's called a primitive age. 0 to 8, I'll say that. This is the age where you are in the control of your mother, you are in control of your father, you are in control of your kindergarten teachers, because your mental capacity is not developed. They are the one who are holding you. They are the one who are deciding कब खाना है, कब नहीं खाना है, क्या नहीं खाना है. So you are under their control. But you are in an age which is called a secondary age or adolescent age. This is an age where everything is under your control. क्या खाना है, कब खाना है, कैसे रहना है, कैसा दिखना है, कैसा बनना है, what I want to become, everything is under control, not in the parents' control. So this is the age where you can define your life. You can think what big you want to become. But if you missed out of this age, you are lost in your age. See, this is the age where you want to be recognized. You want to be respected. You want people should talk good about you. You want to be a part of the gang जहाँ पे लोग तुम्हारे को praise करे, लोग तुम्हारे बारे में अच्छा बोले. वो right gang है, wrong gang है, that doesn't matter to you. What is important is that people should respect me, people should recognize me, people should make a part of their gang. That's what is important at this age. It's not your problem. ये आपकी गलती नहीं है. This is the age where are you right now from 8th standard to 12th standard. This age where you have there are hormonal changes. A boy, they have some traces of man. And a girl, she has some traces of woman. Where girls feel that they have already become a woman and a boy feel that they have already become man. But I want to tell all of you that in the exposure of maturity, though you are developed, you are grown up, in the exposure of maturity and mental thinking, you are not yet man or woman. But the problem is that you do not understand that this is a problem. You feel that everything is all right and there is a problem. You may be thinking that why I am giving all these advices. I am here only for 2 hours to talk to you, but I want to say this is a very important thing you have to think about this. That in a maturity, I have still long way to go. I can't take a decision right now because the certain decisions need to be think properly and properly defined about that. Just tell him to just stay here. Look at me. Because our friends because somebody wants to watch XXX movie, I will also like to watch that. Somebody wants to put on a porn movie, I don't mind to watch because they are the friends who tell me something right and we want to go for it. Because somebody wants to smoke a cigarette, you also feel like I should also take a cigarette because it will feel like a man. Because somebody wants to tease the teachers, I also want to teach with them. It's okay because ये fun game है और वो participate करे मैं भी, अगर मैं participate नहीं करूँगा तो मुझे लोग पहचानेंगे कैसे, मुझे लोग recognize कैसे करेंगे, मैं उस gang का part कैसे बनूंगा. And we end up doing things which may not be right, but we do not understand what is right and wrong. हमको लगता है यार अब बड़ा हो गया हूँ, I can take my decisions. I can think about myself, and you end up losing a right direction of life. I will say that this is the age where you are like a adolescent. This is, temptation during this age is like a thorn. It's like a thorn, and your age is nothing but a white cloth. As what age you are there is nothing but a white cloth. It's not difficult for this cloth to fall on that thorn. It's not difficult. It's a temptation. फोन बंद करना मैं रमेश, स्विच ऑफ कर देना. It's not difficult to fall on that thorn. It is easy to take the cigarette in the hand, but it is later difficult to throw that cigarette. It is difficult to follow that temptation, that power. It is easy to get into relationship at this age. It is very easy. It's not difficult. But it is difficult to come out of that relationship, come out of that emotional trauma at later age. Very difficult. And what will happen? You will lose that important time. You lose that because you got in, then coming that emotional and then losing on important time, it's going to be difficult. How much you try, if my cloth which falls on the thorn, and even I try to take it out carefully, still there will be some marks. And later in the age, you can't get rub off those marks. वो marks एक बार लग गए तो लग गए. So don't miss out on this important time. This is the age where it is more dependent on what is. We have to take a decision between what is painful, what is right and wrong, between what is painful and pleasurable. Very important. I'm talking right now. This is the age where our decision are mainly divided by pain and pleasure than what is right and wrong. जो चीज पेनफुल होती है उसको हम अवॉइड करते हैं, जो प्लेजरेबल है उसके पास जाते हैं. अगर कोई हमको बहुत एडवाइस दे रहा है, जैसे मैं आज एडवाइस दे रहा हूँ, कोई हमको एडवाइस दे रहा है, बहुत पेरेंट्स है, टीचर्स है, वी फाइंड इट पेनफुल, वी जस्ट ट्राई टू अवॉइड देम. कोई फ्रेंड एडवाइस दे रहा है, कुछ बता रहा है, हमको पेनफुल लगता है, वी जस्ट ट्राई टू अवॉइड देम, बिकॉज दिस इज एज वेयर we cannot differentiate between pain and pleasure and what is right and wrong. If you become smart enough and you want to grow in your life and you want to achieve a higher dream in your life, you have to differentiate between what is right and wrong than what is painful and pleasurable. What is right? अगर कोई चीज painful है but right है, you should be doing it. But कोई चीज pleasurable है and wrong है, you should avoid it. It is difficult. But you have to control, you have to start thinking towards that and start working towards that. Let me give some example. For example, we set the goal that I want to become best psychologist, or he wants to become business tycoon. He wants to become business tycoon, right? He wants to become business tycoon. And you make a big goal. पर उस goal के लिए पहुंचने के लिए first अपना short goal है, जो अपने class में best performer बनना है. We want to become best score. Now that is for that we have to prepare in exam in advance, right? हम बहुत सारे लोग होते last moment study कर, कल exam में आज पढ़ाई करने बैठते हैं. There is no point. If I have kept a higher goal and I kept a small goals, I have to focus towards that goal. So prepare for exam in advance is a painful thing. And last minute preparation is a pleasurable thing. Last minute. If you are smart enough, and if you're intelligent enough and you understand that I want to make big in the life, you have to understand that studying in exam is painful but right, but I will do it. And I will avoid this. If you're able to do that, initially you will struggle. Because subconscious mind बोलेगा छोड़ देना यार, क्यों पढ़ाई कर रहा है यार, वो मूवी लगी है, चल जाके मूवी देख ले यार, और वो मैच है यार धोनी, साला वो धोनी क्या है, वो विराट कोहली, they will earn, they become successful. By watching them, you are not going to get any success. They will, more you will watch IPL, more earn money they will earn. धोनी वहां पे 100 रन करेगा, 80 रन करेगा, 50 में तुम्हारे लाइफ में क्या होने वाला है? But we are wasting a time. I see. Right now I can watch. Right now I'm at a stage I can watch anything and everything. But at your age where your time should be going, your investment should be there, going for preparing for exam, if you're wasting your time on Facebook, on Instagram, or watching reels which are unnecessary, not giving any constructive thing, you're losing on important time. So that's where we have to think. What is right? Preparing for exam in advance where I have to create a subject wise goal is the right thing. I will focus toward that. I will put my energy toward that so that I can achieve that. Place for everything, everything in place. Means क्या? हर चीज जिस चीज की जगह वही है वो चीज वहीं पे चाहिए. Or when you come home, shoes should be in the cupboard. When you come home, your bag should be in its own place. When you come home, whatever you do, a brush should be brush should be in its own place. The toothpaste should be in place. Your book should be in own place. Place for everything, everything should be placed. It's a painful thing, but I want to say that if I did not, I'm sorry to say that nobody during my childhood told me कि यार हर चीज की जगह होती है. And even I try so hard right now because I couldn't correct myself during that age. I still fail miserably. My wife still, she's there here right now. She still point outs, ये ठीक नहीं रखा, वो ठीक नहीं रखा, ये सही नहीं, because she knows that that's an important. And I missed during my adolescence. And I know that because of that, certain things I couldn't achieve the greatness. I could not perform. I became perform because during my growing age, I did not follow this principle that called place for everything. Everything should be in the place. And right now I'm struggling. मुझे लगा था आगे देखेंगे क्या फर्क पड़ता है. अभी छोड़ देना. But you're not able to understand that 1 minute, that 30 seconds of चीजें को जगह पे रखना है. It's just the 30 seconds. It's just 1 minute. But that attitude if you have at this age, it will make whole lot of difference for you to be organized in your future. Right now, even after so many years being successful, I still struggling on doing those things because I did not follow that during my young age. I don't want you to make mistakes. It will take some efforts. Initially, एक महीना लगेगा आपको चीजें अरे भूल वापस बाहर जाओ वापस जाके देखो ठीक रखा है ना हाँ रखा है चलो निकलो. Initially, you may have to put an efforts, but once you put an efforts, after 30 days, it will become part of your life. It's just putting an effort, but make sure that this should be your goal. Personal hygiene, brushing, yaar. You know why dentists are so? Many of you who are my patients here. Oh, they come to my clinic. They say that everywhere there are patients. Every chairs there. I got 7 chairs, 3 chairs, 2 chairs, over 12 chairs in my practice. And you know why dentists are growing? Because people are not following simple principle. Twice a day brushing. Simple principle, twice a day brushing. 2 time brush करना चाहिए. Even you brush twice a day, 90% chance that you do not have to visit throughout your life. Simple principle. पर लोग follow नहीं करते. That's why we are kept on adding chairs, kept on increasing chairs because people are not following those instructions. If you just follow that simple principle, brush twice a day, and it will make whole lot of difference in oral health. But कौन brush करेगा रात में यार? कौन उठेगा यार? छोड़ देना. So it is painful. Brushing at night is painful, but it is right. It is painful, but it is right. But we avoid it. छोड़ दे, रहने दे. वो brush ऐसे, वो brush के पूरे 12 बत्तियां हो गई है. पूरा ऐसा फैल गया है. फिर भी उसको हम लगाते रहते हैं, उसको घुमाते रहते हैं, उसको चल रहा है. But you're not able to understand it. It is how slowly it is affecting your dental hygiene. You'll not realize that. Friends, certain friends which are not good, we know that they are not good. They are the one who are getting into bad habits, wrong things. We know, but हम लोगों को लगता है कि यार उनके साथ नहीं रहेंगे तो यार पता नहीं कैसे हम लोगों को पहचानेंगे. And we want to be part of, but it is not right. You should have that ability. धीरे-धीरे ability को develop करने का नहीं. If the friends who are not talking right, they are not good. You should have friends who should always think big. बड़ी बातें करनी चाहिए, अच्छी बातें करनी चाहिए, प्रोग्रेसिव बातें करनी चाहिए. Friends which are teasing you, pulling you down, somebody उनकी आदत इसको pull करो, उसको pull करो, इसके कारण stay away from those friends. Painful but right. And you have to go. For me today, why I am taking this session? Sunday यार morning है यार, चलो आराम करते हैं, सुबह मिसल खाएंगे मस्त. All my brothers went to have misal. And I'm here taking lecture. Conducting a session and be with you and helping you to grow is required a lot of efforts, a lot of time, a lot of energy. That's not a part of profession. It is painful, but it is right. And anything which is painful but right, you should be doing it up. Because I know that it is going to help so many kids with my knowledge. What I have gained so many as a doctor is my social responsibility that I should able to talk what I know, so that I can help the people. That's a painful thing, but right thing, and I want to do a right thing. That's what I will tell you. You start developing that habit at this age itself. तुम बोलोगे मिलिंद, डॉक्टर मिलिंद तुम बोल रहे हो गैंग से दूर रहो, फिर दोस्त कौन रहेंगे, बचेंगे कौन मेरे लाइफ में? एंड सेड डाइवर्ट योर एनर्जी, डाइवर्ट योर टाइम टू क्रिएटिव हैबिट्स, add some creativity, sports, some kind of music, some kind of art. Divert your energy. Don't have to spend your energies on those Instagram, Facebook, and depend on those virtual friends. कितने लोग मेरे पोस्ट को लाइक कर रहे हैं, अरे इसने लाइक नहीं किया, उसने लाइक नहीं किया, ये मेरे से खफा है, ये मेरे से प्रॉब्लम है, इसका देख लूंगा मैं, इसको इसके पोस्ट को भी नहीं लाइक. We are end up into those game not required. What is the use of those virtual friends? Real friends are those who help you, who wants, who हमेशा. तो कितना पढ़ाई हुआ तेरा? लेट्स आज हम टारगेट रखते हैं, मैं 3 घंटे तुमको कॉल कर रहा हूँ, 3 घंटे पढ़ाई कर, मैं 3 घंटे पढ़ाई करता हूँ. यू शुड हैव दोस फ्रेंड. तू क्या बनना चाहता है आगे, मैं भी ये बनना चाहता हूँ, लेट्स वर्क टुगेदर टू बिकम, मे बी क्रिएट दैट काइंड ऑफ, यू शुड हैव इन अ क्लास व्हेन यू ग्रो, लुक फॉर दोस फ्रेंड्स, दोस पीपल एंड बी अ पार्ट ऑफ दैट गैंग. 2 फ्रेंड हो तो बहुत है, यू डोंट रिक्वायर 10 फ्रेंड. 2 लोग चाहिए अच्छे, वो अच्छे फ्रेंड जो तुम्हारे लिए अच्छा सोच रहे, तुम्हारे बड़ा सोच रहे हो. मिलिंद, हाउ टू डिफाइन ये फ्रेंड मेरे लिए सही है नहीं है? A good friend is the one whom you should able to take them at your home. आप बिंदास उनको घर पे लेके आ सकते हैं, आपको शर्म नहीं आनी चाहिए उनको घर पे लाने के लिए. अगर आपको लग रहा है कि मुझे उनको घर पे लाने के लिए शर्म आ रही है, तो that means that friend is not a good character friend. That's a simple thing you have to find out which is a good friend and which is a bad friend. But just define Sangam Sharanam Gacchami. You are average of 10 people you surround. You are average of 10 people you surround. आपके आजू में 10 लोग कौन है? अगर वो एवरेज स्टूडेंट्स है, ओके स्टूडेंट्स है, पढ़ाई में इंटरेस्ट नहीं है, यू आर एवरेज ऑफ देम. आप कुछ भी करो, आप बहुत बड़ी सोच रखो आपके दिमाग में, पर अगर वो आपके फ्रेंड सर्कल एवरेज है ना, यू विल बिकम एवरेज. यू आर एवरेज ऑफ 10 पीपल. आई फॉलो दिस प्रिंसिपल कंपल्सरी इन माई लाइफ. जहां पे लग रहा है मुझे बहुत गॉसिप्स है, जहां पे लग रहा है मुझे बहुत ये है, आई स्टे अवे फ्रॉम देम, बिकॉज आई नो दैट इफ आई गेट इनटू दैट गैंग आई विल बिकम एवरेज ऑफ देम. मैंने कितना भी सोचा लाइफ में, कितना ही बड़ा गोल रखा मैंने, पर साइंस सेज दैट कि यू आर एवरेज ऑफ 10 पीपल यू सराउंड, मेरा गोल दुप हो जाएगा कुछ करने के. बिकॉज सो फाइंड आउट द गुड फ्रेंड्स. 10 लोगों की जरूरत, 4 लोग और एवरेज ऑफ 10 पीपल सराउंड यू. व्हिच आर दोस फ्रेंड्स? थिंक अबाउट देम एंड किसको बाजू में करना है सोच के रखो. धीरे धीरे, इमीडिएटली मत कल जाके बोलना उसको, यार नॉट अप टू द मार्क, डोंट डू दैट. टेक योर टाइम एंड स्लोली उनको विदा कर दो. But you have to take that decisions. You can't avoid taking that decision. Don't miss on that, because the good friends makes best out of you. A bad friends will pull best from you. To be we are still 1 hour, right? Yeah, good. To be in a high into one of the very important thing you require is that, along with enthusiasm, along with the faith within you, along with having a best friend with as a sangam for you, you require a very high energy level. You can't be a simple chubby ऐसे ही लाइफ चल रहा है यार, चलने दो, आज का दिन कट गया, आज का स्कूल हो गया, कल का स्कूल है, कल क्लास है, कब मैं बड़ा बनूंगा, कब मैं लोगों पे अधिकार करूंगा. Don't be that. You have to be all the time high energy level. From getting up from morning in the bed, you should be just jumping from the bed till the night you sleep. You should be high in energy level. Milind, how do we get that high energy level? See, there are 2 kinds of energy we have. One is called physical energy and is called psychic energy. Physical energy means जो हम रोज खाना खाते हैं ना, उससे जो कैलोरीज मिलती है हमें, जो हम पिज्जा खाते हैं, बर्गर खाते हैं, जो हम चीज खाते हैं, सब्जी रोटी खाते हैं, उससे जो कैलोरीज मिलती है, दैट्स कॉल्ड फिजिकल एनर्जी. हमको लगता है हम उस पे जिंदा है, हमको क्या लगता है, उस एनर्जी, वो नहीं खाऊंगा तो मैं मर जाऊंगा. दैट्स द थॉट प्रोसेस वी हैव. The second energy called is psychic energy. It's called vibrational energy. Everybody got aura around their body. Body के around there is an aura. हमने देखे हमारे भगवान के कोई posters, pictures, उनके बाजू में aura दिखता है. Similarly, every human being have an aura around them. That's called psychic energy. To be in a high into energy, you don't require physical energy as much. You require more psychic energy. It's called vibrational energy. We have 7 chakras in your body. Energy flows from those chakras, and that makes you more happy, enthusiastic, tireless. That's why you see Narendra Modi works 20 hours a day, and he's not tired. He's coming from US and immediately going attending a meeting, and he's not feeling tired. हम जाएंगे कहीं बाहर जाके हम 2 दिन सो जाएंगे, हम बस थक गया मैं. So that's what happens. That's because he got a higher psychic energy, the vibration energy in the body. And we all have that aura. It just we have to recognize that aura. Body is not meant to be tired. Body is machine. Body is not meant to be tired. And that's what we see. I just want to give a simple example. You see an Akshay Kumar gets up morning at 4 o'clock and goes for the run and do a full day shoots and sleeps again at 10 o'clock at night and he sleeps for 6 hours, 7 hours a day. And we feel that 10 घंटे नींद चाहिए. 9 घंटे सोऊंगा तो पता नहीं कल मैं कुछ एक्टिविटी कर पाऊंगा नहीं कहूंगा. So you feel that, but that's not. Body is the machine. The psychic energy around our body supplies the energy to body for body to be in active stage all the time. And for you to be a performer in a life, for you want to become a big in the life, for you want to become a successful life, you require a higher psychic energy. And how do you get the psychic energy? By doing daily exercise. Daily exercise is very important. Body simply says, I give you 24 hours. You give me at least 1 hour. If you take away that 1 hour, I will take away 24 hours from your life. Simple science, body says. I give you 24 hours. 24 घंटे दे रहा हूँ ना तुमको काम करने के लिए 1 घंटा मुझे दो. I'm not saying that you have to, but at least, I'm not saying exactly 1 hour you exercise, but at least do some kind of exercise, some kind of fitness, some running exercise, some gym. Psychic energy can happen when not by just doing gymming. You require a exercise which is dynamic exercise, not a static exercise. Dynamic means jumping, skipping. Even you do 100 skips for 5 times, it's more to improve your psychic energy. Even you do a pranayama, yoga, breathing exercise, that helps you to improve psychic. Trekking, running, they're all dynamic exercise. You should invest some time. तुमको कुछ रिवाइज करना है ना तुमको पढ़ाई करते वक्त, आप ब्रेक लेना है ना नीचे जाओ, वॉक करो, make 10 rounds and revise, but make sure that your psychic energy improves, because that energy will be supplied to your subconscious mind for subconscious mind to work for you. तुमको लगता है बार कंटिन्यूस पढ़ाई करना है, मूवी देखना है, टीवी देखना है, पर अगर आप एनर्जी नहीं ऐड करोगे आप सबको, because your body requires energy. All the organs from your brain to your liver to your lungs, everybody required energy. Those are not energy in calories. Calories you require to some extent, but you require energy from vibrations, which is very important for you. That's why people in Jain Samaj, there's just 30 days upwas karte. When scientifically you cannot live more than 15 days without the food. Then how do you staying? It just the psychic energy, the vibration energy around your body that help you stay active, intact, irrespective of you not having any calories, any food. And that energy is very important for us to live a proper life. Rise before sunrise, early in the morning, you get a more vibrational energy. Early in the morning. तुम बोलोगे यार सुबह कौन उठेगा? At least evening 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock. That's also that is the time where churning of energy happens. That is the time you should be out. That is the time you should be, because energy is the science says that always flow from higher to the lower. ऊपर से high. That's the science. So a guru or a temple or a sun which normally supplies the energy, we should be in contact with them, because energy always follow from higher to the lower. Simple light dinner, eating healthy and nutritious food is very important. Now you are in the age where your central nervous system should be more active than your peripheral systems. To have central system active, to have you should not focus more on Madhya Pradesh. You should focus on more Uttar Pradesh. If you are focusing, you're eating a food which is more calories food, and eating a dinner which is very heavy dinner, subconscious mind will not work, will not be active at night, and all the energy will be diverted towards your stomach to digest the food. And whatever you study in the daytime, it will not be become blueprint in your subconscious mind. A subconscious mind also should be stay active at night, so that whatever you have done in the daytime, important things they should remember and print in the mind. But you're eating very heavy dinner at night and sleeping, it will affect your health of your subconscious mind. Strong communication skill, that is also a very important factor. I want all of you to acquire it. I took a lot of time because nobody taught me when I was in younger age. I want to say that in a life, how tall you are doesn't matter. How's your nose? Is it sharp? Because some people want sharp nose to cut the vegetables. Some people want long hairs. Some people want fair skin. Some people want masculine body. Certain things are genetic. Height is genetic. Your face is genetic. Your nose is genetic. Your hair color is genetic. Certain things you can't help it. one thing which is only acquired, that's your communication skills, which is the only thing. And I think to be a successful, all such things does not matter so much as much what matters is the communication skills. And this is the one where you can have a control on yourself. I did not, I took time when I started my practice. Initially जब मैं पेशेंट की कंसल्टेशन करता था, पेशेंट आते थे क्लिनिक पे, आई टू टॉक टू देम, और ट्रीटमेंट ही नहीं चालू करते थे. समझ में आता क्या हो रहा है यार, पेशेंट्स आ रहे हैं, कंसल्टेशन कर रहे हैं, ट्रीटमेंट नहीं चालू हो रहा है. I felt that somewhere I am making mistakes in my communications. How good the interior of the clinic is there, how smart I am looking does not matter. How do I communicate matters a lot. Then I started kept a recorder. तब सोनी के रिकॉर्डर्स आते थे. वो रिकॉर्डर रख के मैं कैसे बात कर रहा हूँ, how I'm talking, am I talking too much. So I started recording that and started realizing that there is correction required in that. Then I started started going, and I went to Dr. Sancheti and I told him, can I be standing next to you when I'm doing consultations? And he doesn't allow easily, I requested him 2-3 times, and I saw that communication is not means talking too much. A good communication skill is not talking too much. Good communication is talking relevant thing when required. Communication is 2 types. One is called verbal and one is called non-verbal communication. मैं लोगों के साथ बात कर रहा हूँ, my hand should be like this. I can't be keeping a hand inside my shirts and talking to you. So how is my body language? Communication is how my expressions are there, or how I'm talking to you. All that matters in communication skills. And I will tell all of you that it's an acquired habit. And it's a lifelong acquired habit. The beauty is that it's not कि आज मैंने communication skills मेरा best हो गया है, कल के बाद कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं. It's a lifelong. You have to, and that's a habit which you can develop by observing people and absorbing people. Observing people who are good in communication skill, watch them and absorb the traits from them. What is that in him that he's the best communication? Can I apply in that my life? For example, Narendra Modi speaks, he keep the pauses and speak, so that what he's speaking, it goes to your ear. And then he says the next sentence. He's not fat. So can I take that trait and use in my life? So can I see a Dr. Sancheti, how he speaks, and how he's using a paper while explaining the problems to the people, and I also use that, so that I'm not only speaking but also showing something to them. Can I use some images there? So I learned that and I started using in my practice. So one of the important thing, you want to grow in your life, don't bother about how you look, how's your nose, how's the shape, how's the body. Acquire a trait called communication skills. Start working towards that. If you're in Maharashtra, you should know Marathi. You should not say that नहीं मुझे मराठी नहीं आता, हिंदी आता. So you should also get that, because you can connect very, very easily to people. You should acquire. If you go to UP, you know Hindi. You should have that control on Hindi completely. No, I know only English. Does not make a difference. That language, that communication, you should become a control of that and see that how difference it can make in your life. Progress is something which is decision plus immediate actions. And any decision implemented in 24 hours become a reality. You are listening to me. But if you can progress in your life only when you put things in reality in 24 hours. घर जाके आपको immediately plan of action बनाना है. If you missed out of that 24 hours, it will never become reality. And that's a progress. कल आपने कुछ सोचा ये करना है, immediately put it in action mode. Don't wait, मैं 2 दिन के बाद देखूंगा, 4 दिन के बाद, it will not happen. And that's a life mantra. If you want to progress in your life, whatever decision you take, put into action in 24 hours. And you see that it is helping you to grow further and further in your life. Raise my hand because I realize that whichever function I am there, whichever conferences I go, whichever lecture I go, if even you know the answer or you don't know the answer, first, if anybody asks, do you want to share something or do you have any question, I will be the first to raise the hand. You know what is the advantage of that? When you raise your hand, you are the first to be noticed in the group. You are first to be noticed in the group. So that's the सबसे best answer. Secondly, the person who's on the stage knows you now. So he will always refer or she will always refer to you. So you get a recognition. And that's what life is all about. So I never खड़े रहने का सोचता हूँ क्या बात करना है. But I will always raise. The first thing is I'll do that. I'll raise the hand because that's a very important thing. I want to tell you all of that कि इस चीज में कभी पीछे नहीं रहना. Then while standing, think what you want to answer. Maybe that answer will be right. Doesn't bother right or wrong or whatever question is there, it is relevant or not. But that habit of raising a hand when somebody asks first, you should be first among the crowd, and you know that it is going to make whole lot of difference in your confidence, whole lot of difference. Because sometimes the question, whatever sharing is there, maybe come out nice. Sometimes whatever question may become very relevant, and when you in the break or in the group, people will come and talk to you, and that makes whole lot of difference in the conversation. Subconscious mind want that. See, when you talk good about yourself, no, you get a 1 point. आप खुद के बारे में जब अच्छा बोलते हो, खुद, when you talk good about yourself, I am good in my studies, I am good performer, I am very happy, I am very enthusiastic, you get a 1 point. When somebody appreciate you, know, subconscious minds give you 2 points. Subconscious mind give 2 points. Somebody talk negative about you, you get minus 10 points. You get minus, because so negative is always more deeper than the positive. So make sure that at least 10 times you talk in a day time, you talk good about you. Appreciate किसी ने किया तो benefit ही है, but make sure that negativity कम से कम अपने पास आ जाए. And you see, in a span of 3 months, 6 months, you are just, your personality, your look will be completely different than what it has been. So now let's go to the very important, which is study technique. And I implemented this during my medical dentistry and post-graduation. It helped me a lot. Study technique is simple. It's called मामू में दम है. It's called मामू में दम है. What is that? मामू में दम है. I'm sorry, there is some mind. How should be a mind? What should be your mood? And what should be techniques? That is what I understand. What should be a mind? So I'll tell you, I want to say very nice. Subconscious mind. For example, now there was a movie which is called the English movie. Which was a famous English movie recently came? Open? Okay, so if you go or watch any good English movie, or you went and watched that RRR, or you went to watch any good movie, what happens that when you go and watch the movie, first of all, while going to movie, you're excited because you're going to watch the movie. Secondly, when you're watching movie, you're almost excited because you're loving the movie. If the movie is good, you're loving the movie. Now, even after 8 days or 10 days or 1 month, if I ask you that, can you tell me a story of the movie? And you will easily repeat the story of the movie, right? It happens. Why it happens that when we are studying, what you read, and after a month, if you told that, can you reproduce what you read? You'll be blank. You will be blank. What happens that? What is that happens that when you are watching a movie, you are able to remember everything about the movie, and you are reading a book, you are able to remember the movie. It is all about subconscious mind. It's all about how's your mind when you are reading. Is it unpressurized mind, relaxed mind, or it is feeling interesting? Because subconscious mind remember everything when it is relaxed. We are watching movie, you are relaxed, eating popcorn, drinking a sip of a Pepsi, and you are watching movie, you are relaxed. You are in a good mood, and you are enjoying every moment in that movie. And subconscious mind remember everything when you are in a good mood. But you are stressed, साला यार maths में पढ़ना है यार, कल exam है. And you're taking a books or opening a books and reading it. मम्मी वहाँ पे देख रही है कितने घंटे पढ़ रहा है, देखना है मुझे. She put an alarm there. सब कुछ ऐसे है, and you are pressurized, you are under stress, you are reading a book. You will not remember. You will remember. कल पूछा तो 10% याद रहेगा, 2 दिन के बाद पूछा तो 5% याद रहेगा, फिर तो सब भूल जाएगा. That's a fact. That because your subconscious mind under stress. Especially a subject you find difficult, it is under more stress. Physics पढ़ना है, history पढ़ना है. I don't know, so a lot of people nowadays don't like history. पढ़ना है, you are under stress. And under the stress, you're not able to understand the harder subject, you are making more harder. You have to change your subconscious mind. You have to change your thinking. You know, opening the view should be excited. Look at, oh yeah, history, yaar. ऐसे ही. It is simple. It is easy subject, yaar. आराम से एकदम. You give some commands. It is important that you should give a command to subconscious mind. I am going to read most interesting subject now. Create an environment. वहाँ पे एक फूल लगा दो, अगरबत्ती लगा दो, कुछ भी कर दो. Create that weather, mood. AC लगा दो, एक जगह clean रखो. You may make that feel तैयार करो वहाँ पे, and create that mood. And if you create a mood, because a lot of people I see that वो अपना लाइट सिंगल छोटू सा लाइट चालू रहता है, and they try to read in that light. It will not. A subconscious mind to remember, you require a bright light. If you are natural light, if the light is coming from window, and if it is natural light, you will be more alert. But if you have dim light, chotu sa light, dark light, if you are trying to study in that light, you will study for some time, but subconscious mind will slowly will start blinking inside. So which light you are studying? What is your mood? What is your excitement while studying makes all the difference. You may try to do some rituals which helps you to calm. You may, अगर आपको लिखना है कि बुक्स में वो फिजिक्स है और उसमें लिखना है तो maybe you can write some, you have to create certain rituals. Maybe it could be some kind of shloka, or maybe it could be some kind of om, or maybe write down this is one of the best book subject I'm reading, and then create some rituals. Because if you, and first time you will not understand the importance of that. When you do that ritual 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, subconscious mind feel that इस ritual के बाद इसको काम करना है. It will give a signal. And then you will start, when you start reading that subject, you will find that next time it is remembering most of the things. Because it is unpressurized mind. You have to create certain kind of body language. You have to create it. If you're going for exams, if you're stressed, stiff, and you're sitting and reading reading a question paper, subconscious mind will not open up all the windows within the mind which is important for you to give an answers. It is there already in the mind. It will not open the windows. But you create a body language like this, like this, like this, any body language. And it will not, you have to create a routinely. For studying a subject, studying a math, do this and then you open up with that, or maybe do this, and you have to create certain kind of body language which is important for a subconscious mind to create a signal that he's doing something exciting. Create certain body language which is going to give us signals for that mind to open up further, so that all the windows remains open and whatever you require to put in your papers comes out. But you are stiff, you are under tension, and you paper पढ़ रहे हो, अरे बाप रे, it will close your minds. And जितना पढ़ा है, कितना सब कुछ समझा है, पर उस मोमेंट पे वो चीज याद नहीं रहेगी, और याद रहेंगी तो हाफ याद रहेगी. And it is happens that you study, most of you, some of you study so hard, so much. At the end, you end up not studied what you have studied, not end up writing there. That because your mind is not proper. That because your mood you are not creating right when you're studying it. Your mood should be right. It should not happen that what food you are eating is also important before studies. If you're eating, I told you, if you're eating a heavy food and then sitting for studies, the energy of the body will be focused in your central, your Madhya Pradesh. And your Uttar Pradesh, which required energy to remember what you're going to read, will not be enough, and you will not, the subconscious blueprinting will not happen. There's a blueprint continuously happening in subconscious mind. Whatever you read and how excitedly you're reading, how focused you're reading, it's going to create a blueprint. But if the energy is low there, it will not happen. It should not, what pose has been there, how you're sitting there. If you're sitting proper, straight, upright position, reading it, it will have more impact. But you're reading like this, और आप अगर बेड पे गद्दे डाल के स्वामीनारायण के पोजीशन में से बैठे हो और मम्मी को बोल रहे, मम्मी कुछ खाने के लिए दो मुझे, एंड मम्मी बिकॉज यार बच्चा पढ़ रहा है, तो पढ़ाई करता है, तो मम्मी भी अपने मस्त बना के कुछ तो भजिया लेके आ जाएगी, कुछ स्वीट्स लेके आ जाएगी, और तुम खा रहे हो उसको पढ़ते पढ़ते तुम, एंड यू विल फाइंड दैट आफ्टर 30 मिनट्स यू आर गॉन, और कोई सपने में चले गए, और किसी की याद आ रही है, एंड यू विल नेवर फॉरगेट. So what mood is there? We are sitting अब बैठे, मैंने को बोला खिड़की में बैठो, लाइट चाहिए, आप खिड़की के सामने बैठे हो, बाजू में खिड़की में और कोई दिख रहा है. It should not happen. There is no point. You should not have those distractions. पता चला ये खत्म हो गया, ये कुछ और ही चालू हो गया. It should be there should be definitely a bright light. You should be sitting in an upright position, and it should be straight. No semi-reclining position, no reclining position. It should be a straight upright sitting because that is where you will get a maximum energy, which is important for your activity of subconscious mind. Simple science है, कुछ difficult नहीं है. Make that as a habit and you find that loads of difference. Create some rituals, create some AC लगाओ. पहले maybe listen to a song. That could be a ritual before you favorite song before you start studying it. But create certain kind of feels before you start studying. You feel that if you supposed to, because it happens many times that you decide to study for 3 hours but actually study for 1 hour only. 2 घंटे ऐसे वेस्ट हो जाते हैं. कहीं माइंड यहाँ चला जाता है वहाँ चला जाता है and you end up not studying hard than what is required. What are the methods? Mind I spoke, mood I spoke. What are the methods? Very important. First is audio visual kinesthetic. Audio visual kinesthetic. Audio means some people, everybody got different traits. सब कुछ लोगों को ना कोई बोलता है ना तो जल्दी जल्दी समझता है. They got a very strong audio sense. They got a very strong audio sense. कुछ लोगों का ऐसा ट्रेट होता है कि जब तक वो सुनेंगे नहीं ना बात करते हुए तब तक, so they like to do a group study. They enjoy group study and they feel that they can be a better performer when they do a group study because their audio sense is very strong. They like to read loudly. It's very important that they should be, and you have to find out what is my trait. Am I audio? I am my visual or kinesthetic? And then accordingly you have to focus on your study. Somebody like to read loudly, and they like, because then if you are reading loudly, then you can't be again in a same group study. Because you read something is something else, or you might take a discussions. So what is your audio? Visual means somebody who wants to see it. They want to have books in front of you. They want to see everything, and they see and write. They have to write. Unless they do not write, they do not feel it. कि मुझे समझ में नहीं आएगा. So they see, they write. They see and write and create some notes about that. Called visual sense. It's called visual sense. Unless they don't see anything on a notice board, they do not see a PPT. How much I talk, why I create a PPT? Because some people have audio sense, some people have visual sense. So I'm trying to keep, and I'm making actions which is called kinesthetic sense. Which is called kinesthetic sense. Because some people likes to feel it. Some people likes to feel. Unless and they don't feel it, they don't realize it. क्या हो रहा है क्या? For example, that's called experience. If I get you to over here and there is no AC, there is no proper light, I am also came in a shabby dress, you may not enjoy what I am talking to you because you have an आपको जब तक वो experience नहीं आएगा ना आपके दिमाग में बैठेगा नहीं चीज. You need that feel factor. You need that feel environment. Unless and there is no feel environment, you will not grab what you want to grab it. But so many of you, many people, if you do not understand what is your audio, visual, kinesthetic, you may can use a combination of all three, and you can study. For example, you read, you read, you write, and you experience. For example, अगर what is experience? जब तक NaCl में कितना Na plus Cl is NaCl, I know, पर जब तक मैं उसको फील नहीं करूंगा कि ये नमक बनेगा यार, वाओ, तब तक मुझे इसको फील नहीं आएगा मुझे. If I am talking about a Pythagoras theorem, how much I talk about Pythagoras theorem, but if I do not write, I cannot feel it about it. If I talk about relativity theory, or if I say a Newton's third law, what exactly is going to happen that time, you will not feel it. If I talk about a history where, if I talk about if I talk about Shaiste Khan, where the Shivaji Maharaj cut his nails, कैसे हुआ होगा यार, कैसे भागा होगा यार, unless you don't feel, imagine about it, you will not get into subconscious mind. So maybe certain subject where you find very difficult, you can read and then you can feel about it. Oh wow, fantastic यार, this is क्या दिमाग लगाएगा उसने यार, क्या science बनाएगा उसने, क्या सोचा होगा उसने. You try to feel more and more, it can goes more into deep into subconscious mind. Just reading will not work that time because it has to be audio, visual, and kinesthetic in most of the cases where you feel that you are not sure about what is your trait. If you know the traits, what is my traits, that's fantastic. If not, you can use a combination of all three to make your subconscious mind more powerful to remember what you have read. Otherwise, you will read and forget. That should not happen. Second is 50 minutes an hour. It's very important. That's a sign. For example, everybody got some kind of हर एक का स्टैमिना रहता है पढ़ाई करने का. अपने को मालूम होना चाहिए मैं कितने देर तक कॉन्सेंट्रेशन से पढ़ाई कर सकता हूँ. हाउ मच टाइम आई कैन रीड इन कॉन्सेंट्रेशन. किसी का 20 मिनट रहेगा, 20 मिनट के बाद उसको किधर तो माइंड विल बी गोइंग टू दिल्ली, माइंड गोइंग टू सम कॉलेज, सम इट विल गो समवेयर. किसी का 30 मिनट रहेगा, किसी का 40 मिनट या 50 मिनट रहेगा. बेस्ट थिंग इज दैट पुट अ अलार्म टू फाइंड आउट. कि 20 मिनट पढ़ने के बाद उनको लग रहा है कि इमीडिएटली तुम्हारा माइंड कब डाइवर्ट हुआ मेरा, अच्छा 20 मिनट पहले, सो आई हैव 20 मिनट्स ऑफ माय पेशेंस लेवल और 30 मिनट्स ऑफ पेशेंस और 50 मिनट्स, समबडी गॉट 1 आवर पेशेंस लेवल, कि 1 घंटा कॉन्सेंट्रेशन पढ़ाई कर सकते हो, उसके बाद माइंड डाइवर्ट होता है. फाइंड आउट एग्जैक्टली हाउ मच टाइम यू कैन स्टडी एट अ स्ट्रेच एंड देन ऐड अ ब्रेक. Don't extend. Add a 5 minutes or 10 minutes break. If it's 20 minutes, still add 5 minutes break. If it's 30 minutes, add 10 minutes break. 40 minutes, 10 minute break. That 10-minute break should be not studying that subject, but maybe just sitting, maybe just going, moving around, but not going and watching Saas Kabhi Bahu Thi serial, or not going watching some Messi how is playing a football. There's no point in what is happening in IPL. There's no point in doing that. You have to maybe going to mother kitchen, seeing what mom is making it up, and just talking to her, communicating her, not calling a friend and talking to her. Tera kitna padai hua? No point. Take a 5 minutes break, get relaxed, maybe have some snacks or small snacks, simple snack, and then go back and again sit for studies. When you do that, you are giving that time to subconscious mind to again re-energize for a next moment of study. It's called that the science. This work is 50 minutes an hour. You divide either it is 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, whatever it is that. Accordingly, give 5 minute break, and you will find that if you are studying for 3 hours, you will actually study for 2.5 hours. Otherwise, you study for 3 hours, you study for only 2 hours, 1 hour. You're wasting your time. So you actually maximize the potential of your subconscious mind, your time, and you can actually then have free times, and you are actually using that time to for subconscious mind to create that blueprint in your mind, so that whatever you study, remember in your mind. So 15 minutes an hour. We have peak hour and dull. Peak hour means that time we are very excited, very very energetic. हम जो पढ़ते हैं वो याद रहता है. Everybody have that peak hour dull. किसी का morning होता है, early morning, किसी का night होता है, किसी का afternoon होता है. So you have to find what is my peak hour and what is my dull hour. In peak hour, you should study a difficult subjects. We normally end up doing simple, easy subject in peak hours. अरे यार एक मजा आ रहा है, अच्छा चल मैं मेरा favorite subject पढ़ता हूँ, पर नहीं. Study a difficult, because that is a time where your energy level is very high. You are very excited to study. Or study a difficult subject. In dull hours, study a subject which is an easy subject, or do a donkey work. What do you mean by donkey work? Work which is graph निकालने हैं, आपका homework कुछ complete करना है, कुछ write up करना है, कुछ drawing निकालना है. So what is your dull hour? खाना खाने के बाद, जब भी lunch hour के बाद afternoon time रहेगा, या फिर whichever is your dull hour, is that in that dull hours you should be doing a donkey work. Means work which is mechanical, doesn't require skill. Brain को काम नहीं करवाना है ना, वो चीज तभी करनी है. So और मैं भी अगर मम्मी को help करना है, कहीं बाहर जाना है, कुछ ये करना है, that should be in dull hours. And your peak hour, if your night is a peak hour, then you should be focusing on that time to do your work which is very important subjects, so that it remembers more, because the mind is excited, is ready to take the things. In a dull hour after post lunch, if you're doing a maths, you're doing a physics or history, it won't work. Weekly goal and daily goal. You have to divide your subjects to a weekly goal and daily goals. कि आज मुझे अगर मेरा एग्जाम है 1-1.5 महीने के बाद, तो मुझे इस वीक में क्या पढ़ाई करना है, which subject I have to handle, how much time I have to give for those subjects, daily मैंने कितने घंटे काम करना है. You have to do that. See, you may think that Milind, Dr. Milind, ये क्या? I am saying that no. You have to think that I want to become best performer in my class. I'm sorry, I should be the best. To do that, you have to do a weekly and daily goals. There is no option but to do that. Preview, study, review. This is a very important technique. So I want to say this very important, that you know that आज मेरी टीचर क्या पढ़ाने वाली स्कूल में और कॉलेज में, आज कौन सा सब्जेक्ट में कौन सा चैप्टर सिखाने वाली, you know about that. Just before the class, whichever class is there, you know that she's going to talk about this chapter. No, just open up the book. Just open up the book and just move around the page. It will take only 1-2 minutes. पर जब pages को देखो, वो diagrams को देखो, वो equations को देखो, just move around the pages and close the book and then wait for the teacher. It's called preview. And when a teacher comes and take that class, because subconscious mind already gone through those images, those words, sentences, it grabs everything in deep. It's called preview, study. And then when a teacher goes back, again, just go through your notes or pointers you're looking at. So preview, study. Or you do at the home, when you come home. Again, same subject, same chapter. आपको मालूम पड़ेगा कि जो सिखाया स्कूल में ना, आज वो मैंने खत्म कर दिया चैप्टर. मुझे वापस को पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है. It's called preview, study and review. Before she's coming to class, just take out the book. It will take 30 seconds. Or even वो अगर boards को clean कर रही है, that time just go through those pages, read those, see those diagrams, take 1 minute, then listen to her. Mind become more strong because mind is immediately revising things. उसको immediately छोटा picture देखा, उसको बड़ा picture बन रहा है उसका भी mind में. Small picture का बड़ा picture बन गया है mind में. And then you go home and again revise it. You do not have to revise that subject again. You know, one, if you just take this study technique, no, it is more than enough for all of you. Key points. कभी कभी क्या होता है, इतने सारे बुक्स पढ़ते हैं, हम ये करते हैं, पर वी हैव टू राइट की पॉइंट्स कि हर एक चैप्टर में, हर एक पेज के ऊपर एक, उस पैराग्राफ के ऊपर कुछ की एक वर्ड्स रहता है, सेंटेंस रहता है जो उस पैराग्राफ को डिफाइन करता है. सो यू हैव टू राइट ऑन maybe on that in that book you can write on the corner the key points, or make a separate notebook where you can write the key points. So next time when you just read those key points, you can remember what was there and you don't have to read the complete chapter. If you forget something from that key point, then open the chapter and read that key points. Read a description about that. So start writing key points about individual. एक chapter है, कम से कम 10 key points रहेंगे, 20 key points रहेंगे, 30 key points रहेंगे. Write those key points. And next time before exam, you have to just revise those key points. कुछ याद नहीं आ रहा उसके बारे में, open up the chapter and remember that. Just read about that. And you will feel that I am able to, during my exam, I am able to revise my whole exam in only 1 hour. I'm just doing in 1 hour, it is more than enough for me to revise because I have written the key points. Take whichever points you wanted to and use it and implement it up. 1 unit at a time. It's like अगर हम खाना खाने बैठे हैं और वहाँ पे थाली में डोसा भी परोसा है, राइस भी परोसा है, चकली भी परोसा है, खिचड़ी भी परोसा है, दूध और कॉफी भी रखा है वहाँ पे दाल भी रखा हुआ है. अगर 10 आइटम रखेंगे वहाँ पे तो हम कंफ्यूज हो जाएंगे कि कहाँ से शुरुआत करें. We'll get confused because it will become a mixed match everything, सब कुछ. 1 unit at a time means अगर आपको लग रहा है कि मुझे हिस्ट्री का ही पढ़ाई करना है, next 1 hour you focus only on history. Immediately don't think about physics का ही रह गया, and you keep the history aside and then take the physics. You can't keep 3-4 subjects together and start reading about इसका थोड़ा पढ़ो इसका. If you decide 1 unit, one at a time, because your mind is already focused on history, you are doing that audiovisual kinesthetic, and immediately physics can be between, it will create a mismatch. Subconscious will become confused about what to keep in the mind and what to not to keep in the mind. So do it 1 unit at one time. Quiz. People who got a strong audio sense, or they can like to debate, discuss the subject, particular chapter. You get involved in good friends who are more good in debates, good in discussing. Not to the people who are not. किसी को जबरदस्ती मत करो आप कि चल मेरे साथ डिबेट कर, क्विज कर. Have a good friends who can help you to do that. Flow chart. Certain his subject like languages, history. यहाँ पे आपको flow chart या chemistry where equations goes and where you can create a flow chart where or you can write a pointers and you have to just imagine, okay, इसके बाद ये था, उसके बाद वो वहाँ पे गए, फिर ये किया, फिर वो हुआ, okay, ठीक है. You can create a flow chart about that chapter and it will just have to remember that flow chart. Because you have to just imagine, okay, ये equation के बाद ये हुआ, फिर ये chemical reaction बना, उसके बाद ये हुआ, okay, ये steam हो गया. And you have to just create a flow chart and just remember that, and it will create miraculous difference for you to remember things. If you try to imagine, for example, today I have to take a session, no? I do not go on reading it again and again. I have to just imagine, okay, उसके बाद ये लेना है, फिर ये लेना है, okay, यार ये नहीं याद आ रहा है क्या exactly, okay, ठीक है. What was my notes? I just read that. Okay, so this is a flow chart. I could imagine how students will be there, how will stand, how will imagine, how they will smile. I want to imagine that complete so that I am confidently ready for that. So I just create a flow chart. Funnel approach. Now you will have n number of people giving different guidance. Books रहेंगे, guides रहेंगे, कोई लोग खुद होके आएंगे, यार तू ये पढ़, इससे पढ़ाई कर, ये notes use कर, ये मैंने notes बनाए, ये तो फायदा होगा. Some of the mothers are very intelligent. They will get some notes from everybody. हर जगह से तू भी नोट्स दे, हर एक को फोन करेंगे जिसने अच्छे मार्क्स मिलाए उनके, और उनके सबके नोट्स लेके आएंगे. So you'll confuse what to read and what to not, and sometimes you end up reading too many things which is not important. You have to read what is relevant and what is right, and not waste the energies on the things which are not important. For you have to approach to the higher intelligence. Your mom is not higher intelligence, father is not higher intelligence than that. Your teacher is hired to do this. A person who's already performer, who's already made a big in that his study tech, in that subject or in that class, to go and talk to him which guide I should use, which books I should use, which notes I should use. One person, more than enough. Maximum 2%. And use only that. Don't get too many things and read and then confuse यार पता नहीं क्या होगा सब खिचड़ी हो गया. There's no point. Read, remember and revise. Last technique, read, remember and revise. You have to read it. Remember, when you're reading something, read it, close the book. Okay, ये equations था, okay, ठीक है. And then कुछ मिस हो गया, वापस पढ़ो उसको. And then do a revision on it. And it will help more. Read, remember, revise. The same like study, review, pre, but that happens in the classroom. This happens at your home. You're clear with this? Clear? This is only the study technique only to create your subconscious mind to do a thing which is very simple, not to complicate things. A posture, position, where you're sitting, how you're sitting, what food you're eating, and what technique you have to follow. Follow, now I'm not saying follow all techniques, what few techniques, but it will make a whole lot of difference in your study approach. कितना भी मैं बात करूं, how much I talk about this. If you do not have fire, अगर पीछे आग नहीं लगी ना मम्स में, तो कोई फायदा नहीं. कुछ करने की कोई चाहत नहीं है, कोई इच्छा नहीं है, बड़ा बनने की कोई महसूस नहीं, बिकॉज भेजा है, पुश किया है, सुन रहे हैं, अभी टाइम हो गया, भूख लगने वाली है, आज संडे जल्दी खाना खाता हूं मैं, पता नहीं कब खत्म होगा. यू हैव दैट काइंड एटीट्यूड, यू विल नॉट, ठीक है, वन मोर सेशन फॉर यू. बट इफ यू रियली हैव दैट पैशन फॉर एक्सेलेंस, all such sessions will help you to grow further in life and make you big in life. That kind of attitude should be there in life. The thought should be all the time, जो भी मैं करूंगी, कमाल करूंगी, धमाल करूंगी. What is passion? Passion means whatever I'll do the best. But tying a shoelace, to polishing a shoes, or wearing a clothes, or taking a bath, to a brushing a teeth, to a writing an exam paper where I'll keep a proper gap between the right and left and keep the space and draw a diagram. I will do the best. जो भी मैं करूंगी, कमाल करूंगी, धमाल करूंगा. That should be your thought process. That should be your mindsets. उस mindset से काम करना है तो लाइफ में मजा है. नहीं तो फिर लाइफ चल रहा है ordinary. There are 90% people who are still living ordinary life. There are so many. You won't believe it. As a doctor, when I put an ad for an interview today, I have an ad for an interview for assistants, for receptionist. You won't believe it. I get sometimes engineers for interviews, and they are ready to work at salary of 15,000-20,000 rupees because they are not getting jobs in the outside. It's a pathetic system which is happening right now. Because करना है, इंजीनियरिंग बनना है, डिग्री लेना है, बट यू डोंट हैव दैट पैशन. अगर पैशन, एक्सेलेंस का पैशन नहीं तो तुम ऑर्डिनरी लाइफ रखे रहोगे. जॉब कहीं मिल जाएगा. इंडिया ऐसी कंट्री ना, किसी को भी जॉब मिलेगा. एनीबॉडी विल गेट जॉब, कहीं पे भी मिलेगा जॉब. आपका लाइफ चलता रहेगा, आप जिंदा रहोगे. बट पैशन नहीं ना, तो लाइफ में कमाल नहीं करोगे. बट योर थॉट इज ऑल अबाउट जो भी करूंगी, कमाल करूंगी, धमाल करूंगी ना, यू विल मेक वेरी बिग इन योर लाइफ. बट थॉट इज दैट कि देखते हैं, करते हैं, तो कुछ नहीं बनेगा. Now I'll just end. You have a lot of desires. A lot of people wants to become big in their life. They want to become somebody wants to be a footballer, doctor, psychiatric, business tycoon, and you want to become. Really, everybody wants to make big in life. Desires बहुत है, but God asks simple question. पूछता है, do you deserve it? आपकी लायकी है क्या? Do you deserve it? God asks simple question. सोच बहुत बड़ी है. Do you deserve it? God says that to deserve it, I will give you mantra. If वो तुम फॉलो करोगे, तुमको अगर लाइफ में तुमने सोचा है वो तुमको फॉलो करना है, तो मैं तुमको एक मंत्र दूंगा. वो मंत्र तुम चांट करोगे ना, तुम्हारी लाइफ बन जाएगी. डू यू वांट टू नो दैट मंत्र? आई वांट टू एंड माय सेशन विद दैट मंत्र. अगर वो मंत्र समझ में आ गया ना तुम्हारी लाइफ में, तुम्हारी लाइफ आगे है. आज मैं वो मंत्र बताने वाला सबको मैं. डू यू वांट टू नो? थोड़ा जोर से यस. The mantra is called CDSE. CDSE. ये इसको सिर्फ चांट करना है हमें. दिन में 10 बार, सुबह और रात में सोते समय चांट करना है. सोना है, आपको दिखेगा कि सब कुछ लाइफ में डॉक्टर मिलिंद दड़ा ने बोला और जो मैंने ड्रीम उस दिन डिसाइड किया, सब कुछ हो गया. ओके, सो व्हाट इज दैट CDSE? मिलिंद, ये क्या है? CDC चक्कर क्या है? C मीन्स E. I'll go reverse. E means efforts. E means efforts. कितना भी मैं सोचूं, कि मुझे ये बनना है वो बनना है, पर इफ आई एम नॉट रेडी टू पुट एन एफर्ट्स टूवर्ड्स अचीविंग दैट गोल, आई विल नॉट बिकम सक्सेसफुल. सिंपल एग्जांपल, अगर मैंने डिसाइड किया यार मुझे यार, अभी फेमस स्टार कौन सा है अभी, श्रॉफ, क्या नाम उसका, टाइगर श्रॉफ. आई वांट टू हैव अ बॉडी लाइक अ टाइगर श्रॉफ. मैंने सोचा इसके बारे में, यार क्या दिखता है यार, क्या लोग उसको प्रेज करते हैं, क्या अप्रिशिएट करते हैं उसको. I want to have a like fitness like Tiger Shroff, or maybe I want to have a figure like I can say Deepika Padukone, because I know that her. Uh, you imagine about that, and you want to be like her or him. Just thinking about it, will it make a difference? बॉडी बन जाएगी क्या? नहीं बने. मुझे परफॉर्मर बनना है, मुझे लाइफ में बड़ा बनना है. कीपिंग अ बुक्स बिलो योर पिलो, विल इट वर्क? इट विल नॉट. यू हैव टू स्टार्ट पुटिंग एन एफर्ट्स. पे काम करना पड़ेगा. बुक्स को ओपन करके पढ़ाई, कितनी भी नींद आ रही है, पढ़ाई करना पड़ेगा. बॉडी बनाने का है तो सिर्फ अक्षय कुमार का या फिर उसका शायगा का पोस्टर में अपने रूम में लगाऊंगा तो पोस्टर देख के फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, राइट? I have to go and to gym and start exercising toward that, or I want to change my diets or food habits so that it helps me to work. So first thing to be a performer, to be a beginner life, is that we have to start putting efforts. Without efforts, it will not happen. Second thing, what is S? Anybody? S is self consistency, or it's called self motivation. I'm sorry, this is wrong. It is called S means self motivation. It's called self-motivation. What is my self-motivation? Fire. I said that passion. If I am ready to put an effort, but if I'm not self-motivated, because somebody told that कि टाइगर श्रॉफ की बॉडी रहेगी तो अच्छी लड़की अप्रिशिएट करेगी, इसलिए मैं जिम जा रहा हूं मैं और एक्सरसाइज कर रहा हूं. बट आई एम नॉट एक्साइटेड फ्रॉम इनसाइड. यू विल गो सम डेज टू द जिम, कुछ दिन के लिए जाके आप एक्सरसाइज भी करोगे, पर अंदर से अगर पैशन नहीं ना, फायर नहीं ना, इट विल नॉट वर्क. बिकॉज योर मॉम इज सेइंग दैट और योर डैड इज सेइंग दैट तू पढ़ाई कर, लाइफ में अच्छा बनेगा, तू कुछ तो करेगा, तू अच्छा जॉब मिलेगा तुमको, इसलिए मैं पढ़ाई कर रहा हूं. इट विल नॉट मेक डिफरेंस. The passion, the fire has to be there from inside, that I want to make big in life. With that fire, with that passion, if you do not work, the God is saying that एक pillar cross किया, but if you're not able to have, you not have passion, you will not get what you want. There are four pillars. Four pillars you have to cross. If you just cross those four pillars, what you want, you will get in your life. Just by putting in efforts, it's not going to make difference. You have to be also passionate towards efforts. That's called S. Third is D. What is D? D is direction. My efforts are not properly directed. It's not going to make a difference. For यहाँ से जाना है, चिंचवड़ जाना है, और मैंने कार ले ली, मुझे चिंचवड़ पहुंचना है, आधे घंटे में पहुंचना है मुझे चिंचवड़ में. मैंने किसी को पूछूंगा रास्ते पे, चिंचवड़ का रास्ता बता मुझे, वो बोले एक काम कर, स्ट्रेट जा, फिर लेफ्ट ले ले, फिर वापस राइट यू टर्न लेना, और फिर आगे स्ट्रेट जाएगा, चिंचवड़ आ जाएगा. या आई यूज एनी अदर वे, गूगल मैप. I will use the right, because if I know that I want to reach in 30 minutes, I want to see where is the traffic, right है यहाँ पे. I'll use a map, Google map, because I use the right direction to reach there and destination in time. मुझे एक्सरसाइज करना है, जिम जाना है, मुझे लग रहा है कि मुझे एब्स अच्छे करने हैं, मैं सिर्फ बाइसेप करूंगा तो एब्स अच्छे बनेंगे? नहीं. I have to still do abs exercise. I need a good personal trainer who can direct me to tell me abs कैसे strong बनेंगे, कैसे मसल्स अच्छे होंगे तुम्हारे. Without that, even I'm excited to have a strong muscular body, I'm passionate towards that, but if I'm not having right direction, right efforts, right direction, it will not work. Similarly, which guide you have to use, which study you have to use, how to use a study technique, कैसे mind रखना है, mood रखना है, वो समझेगा नहीं. right direction use नहीं करोगे तो performer नहीं बनोगे. So you have to have a right direction to reach to your goal. So God says that these three are not enough. You are ready to put an effort, you are passionate towards the effort, you are ready to put a direction, but there is one more important thing is been important for you to achieve what you want to achieve. It's called C. What is C? Concentration, confidence. Anything? Anybody else? Who said consistency? Consistency. This is the one important thing we fail most of the time. Why gym industry is growing? जिम इंडस्ट्री क्यों ग्रो कर रही है? बताइए. इतना सा छोटा सा जिम रहता है, उसमें वो 2,000 लोगों को मेंबरशिप देते हैं. Gym is this size only. They know that people will come on a day one, will come 20 days, एक महीने के लिए आएंगे फिर बाद में आएंगे नहीं. 70% people are not consistent. So gym industry is being growing because this is the one factor which is missing in our public is that consistency नहीं है. सोचेंगे बहुत बड़ा सोचेंगे पर कंसिस्टेंट नहीं रहेंगे सोच में. पढ़ाई सोचा है कि मैं रोज सुबह 7 बजे उठ के मैं पढ़ाई करूंगी 1 घंटे के लिए. पहले दिन किया, सेकंड डे किया, थर्ड डे किया, फिफ्थ डे किया, 7th डे किया, 8th डे रह गया. Because consistency is missing. People who have not made big in their life because of only this factor, which is they are ready to put an effort, their efforts are self-motivated, they know the direction, but consistency is missing towards putting an efforts, towards being a passionate, towards putting an effort which is right directed. Because they are not able to put an effort consistently, people are failing miserably. सेशन हो गया मेरा आज, आप बहुत एक्साइटेड हो, घर जाके आपने डिसाइड किया, प्लान किया, but if you even after 1 month if you do not have same excitement, same consistency, whatever you decide has gone to a ganga, पूरा गंगा में चला जाएगा. So this is a very important thing. I want to say that. We end my session saying that we got an enthusiastic team of doctors working with us, a great front desk working with us, and we got a 40 team of doctors who are working, assistants who are working with us, which making us one of the best dental clinic in Pune. But this is not enough for us. We still are working, after so many years of my practice, I am working, making sure that I apply CDSE in my practice so that we become a best performer when it comes to become a best dentist. There is no end goal to this. This is keep on doing. The moment is that. Just want to show a video. I had a video of a man who was there for a marathon with me last year, and he had only one leg, and he did a marathon which is 5 kilometers. And I was shocked to saw a person running only on one leg for 5 kilometers. And then after the marathon, he was dancing like crazily. He was just dancing like crazily, and with so much of enthusiasm and so much of passion and happiness on her face. That shows that it does not matter how much I have, it really matters what I do with what I have. Normally we creep that I am not in a great school, we creep that I do not have great teachers, we creep that my parents are not, my parents are always pressurizing me, they are always teasing me, they are always constraining me to do something big in my life. I want to say that there are Wulma Ralaf or this man I saw that it does not matter how much I have, it really matters what I do with what I have. जो भी कुछ है ना अपने पास, we have, luckily you are graceful, there are a lot of people, you got a great education, you are in a best of institute, you have everything in your life. 99% people does not get what you are getting in life. You have to just utilize your potential, your thought process to make big in the life. You can't get anything bigger than this in your opportunity in your life. What you have is more than enough. Forget about things. What happens is that most of the time the problems in your life, we keep it like this. उसको इतना नजदीक रखते हैं हम उसको कि हम उसको ही देखते रहते हैं, यही प्रॉब्लम मेरे लाइफ में, यही है मेरे लिए, and we forget that there are so many good things are there in life. We have to just keep a problem at a distance and see that world is so beautiful. There are so many good things are there around me. I have to look at those things and keep the problem at a distance. We keep the problems which is there within us or around us very close and keep on creeping about it. It does not matter how much I have, it really matters what I do with what I have. जो मेरे पास है उसको मैं use करूँगा, जो नहीं है उसको छोड़ दूँगा मैं, and I'll make sure that I'll make bigger life. Thank you so much all of you for coming today and attending my session. I am very confident that this will make a lot of difference in life. Thank you so much. We'll have, we already ended time. If any questions, I'll take one question, or after the program, if you want to come and talk to me, I can talk to you. I'll like to give my number, which is 9822275257. If you want to know any guides, you want any guidance, you want any suggestions, you can come anytime. You can. I'll repeat the number. It is 9822275257. Plus, people, you are in the group, you post your feedback on WhatsApp group, what was your learning, so that I understand where next time when I take a session, where I need an improvement to take a session. So write your feedback, write your learning, write whatever you want to write, so that it helps us to understand that whatever doing is required to do more changes in not. We'll have one group photo. Everybody just come here.
जो भी करेंगे कमाल करेंगे। enlightenment.